All right, guys, we are ready to start, and I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be able to dive into this with you here today. So thank you for tuning in. For those of you that don't know me already, my name is Aidan Booth, and I'm going to be your host for the next hour or so. And I'm going to be working you through a business model that is absolutely amazing, unlike anything that I've seen before. And this today is the $1 Million Masterclass, and we're talking about how we can get up and running and actually make money online in under 24 hours. So if you're excited about that, give me a yes in the question box, and I want to make sure that that's all beaming in. Okay, the yeses are flooding in there. Fantastic, that's great. Now, just before we go any further, I want to bring your attention to the webcam. This on and off at different points throughout the call. I've also got a timer, which you can see there counting down at 5 minutes. That's my iPad on another little webcam over there. And every time that gets down to 0, I'm going to be going in and showing you stats, showing you commissions that are running in today, right here, live. And we're going to be able to have a look at those throughout the course of this workshop here today. And you're going to be able to see exactly how much money I make while we are live on this call. So that's something fun, and we're going to do that multiple times throughout the call here today. Okay, now let me get this going. So we've got a lot that we want to cover, and in fact, I'm going to be covering new things on this workshop that I have never discussed on any of the other workshops. So if you have tuned in to another workshop with me over the past week, then what we're covering here is completely brand new, but we will also recap on some of the most important parts. And if this is your first time tuning in with me to a workshop, then fantastic. You're going to learn exactly how this whole system works and how you can do it as well. And AI, that kind of a software, is a piece of the puzzle that we're going to be talking about a little bit later. You're going to see how we are generating as much as $100,000 per month for each campaign that we run. And I'm going to be diving into all of the details and how you can get set up and running with this. And I'm also going to be sharing an example landing page. Give me a number 1 in the question box if you want to see the actual landing page, the exact landing page, the exact words, the exact design, the exact everything that generated $50,681. Let me quickly check the ones are flooding in. Okay, awesome. So we'll get to that in a few moments time. You're also going to learn about the secret depository that we use to pinpoint these peculiar offers that can pay out as much as $200 in a single commission. And I'm going to be talking about the set and forget commission machine. I mean, this is the thing that makes us thousands of dollars per day. In fact, in the past couple of weeks, the best day that we had, so the best day we've had year to date so far is $8,440. But you know, we've done over $10,000 in a single day. And in fact, we've done over $64,000 this year already, okay? And you're gonna see very shortly exactly how we do that and how we can make money from as many as half of the visitors that come to our websites. And the reason that we're able to do this is because of the style of system and the design of the system that we're using, where we don't need someone to buy anything from us for us to be able to make money. And this is completely different to how pretty much every other online business model that I know of works. In fact, you can see 59% conversion rate there. And I mean, that's more than 10 times higher than what the industry standards would be. And that's based on millions, well, that one there is based on thousands of clicks, but even based on millions of clicks, we're able to get to the point where we're seeing, 30, 40% conversion rates, which is a complete game changer, okay? And this is, like I say, this is radically different to, I think, anything that you would have seen before. There are huge commissions to be made from this. There are massive conversions. And part of the reason that we can get these, like I said, is because we're not selling anything. We're removing that transactional barrier. So think about yourself in your own life. It's much easier to sign up for something if it's free. It's much easier to do something if it's free. But as soon as you have to pay for it, then you start thinking about it more. And it's the exact same thing here. So we are able to make commissions without other people, without a website visitors having to make any kind of a transaction. So does that make sense, guys? Give me a yes in the question box if you're following along there, if that all makes sense. Yep. Okay, I can see the yeses coming in. Okay, cool. And you're going to see some amazing student results as well. Now, you're going to see how people who came into a pilot program that we did were able to get these kinds of results, and 100% of them got to the point where they were making hundreds of dollars per day in just a matter of weeks using the system that I'm going to be sharing with you here, that makes us consistent income month after month after month. And you can see a few snapshots there of different monthly periods in one of my accounts. And you're going to be able to see how you can get access to a $50,681 case study a little bit later on in the workshop as well. You're going to see the profit suite, the tool suite that we've built, which you're going to be able to potentially use for yourself to make your business and setting up this business so much easier, and how you can do all of this with zero complications. So no customer service, no inventory costs, no product creation, no content creation. I think I mentioned that one. No dealing with no refunds or returns or any of the headaches that have traditionally frustrated people, frustrated entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people who want to be building online businesses. Now, you can see that my timer has just run down to 0 there. So I'm going to put that on a 20-minute timer here now. See if I can do that, and I'll get that going. And I'm going to turn my webcam off for a second now, and I'm going to actually jump over to show you my stats and show you where we're at today so far. So here you can see we're at $3,772 so far today. Okay, 3,777. And I'm going to make a note of this because we're going to be coming back to that, and I want to make sure that we know where we started from. 3,777. We've had 2,066 visits. We've had, you can see the visits scrolling up there. We've had 495 clicks. We've had 266 conversions. And the most important one, the one that I'm going to be showcasing you here today, is $3,777 coming into my account today. Now, there's nothing special that I need to do, later on to be able to get that money. It's just going to be streaming into my bank account. There's no like delivery of a product or anything like that I need to worry about. Okay, so I'm going to jump back over to my slides here now, and we're going to dive into the training. Okay, so let's see. All right, so just give me a 1 in the question box, guys, if you are still hearing me okay, if you're seeing me, seeing not me, but the slides okay. I want to just make sure everything's working from a technical standpoint. Fantastic. Okay, brilliant. So we will dive in now, and you're going to see how you can get started with this incredible system using 3 simple steps and potentially generate your first commissions in a matter of hours. Okay, this is the 24-hour cash flow commission game plan that you're getting access to here today. And I think just before we start, it's important that you know who you're going to be spending some time with here today. That's a photo of me and my family there, and that photo was taken just a few meters from where I'm presenting this workshop to you from today. I'm in New Zealand, and I spent most of my time in Argentina. I am from New Zealand originally, but I shifted to Argentina in 2005, and that was the time that I started my online business journey. I started my online business because I needed to find a way that I could make money online so that I could stay in Argentina and continue traveling and pursuing other adventures that I wanted to pursue at the time. So I've been building online businesses for 17 years. I've done over $1 million in sales. I'm incredibly grateful for the freedom that this business gives me. It allows me to come out and visit family in New Zealand regularly. It allows me to spend so much quality time with my kids. I've got a 6-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter, and just do all the things that make me happy in my life. And this is what I want you to be able to tap into here today. I should also note that I'm incredibly grateful to be able to help so many people get started with their online businesses. And over the past decade, I've helped tens of thousands of students, and hopefully you'll see how we can actually help you here today as well. And the point of today's call is all about getting cash flow coming in. It's about making your first money online in less than 24 hours, which is absolutely something that is possible. It's something that that I've done many, many times. It's something that people who were in our pilot program were able to achieve. And it's a game changer when you are able to get set up, turn the traffic on, and make money within 24 hours. Give me a yes in the question box right now if you'd be pretty excited about making money in the first 24 hours that you took action on something new. Yep. Loads of yeses coming in. And this is really important because I think when you see money coming in firsthand, it gives you the confidence and motivation to push forward and really turn it into something special. And I've been in the past where things have taken weeks or even months, and it's just demotivating when you're in that kind of a rut. However, what we're talking about here today is how we are able to make money online in under 24 hours with a brand new campaign. And I'm going to be sharing the exact steps that we go through with you, okay? So a final few tips before we jump in here. I want you to use the question box. If you haven't said hello in the question box yet, actually go ahead and just type hello in there right now. Make sure that's working for you. And I can see bunches of new hellos coming in. So hello, Anastasia, Sheena, Kenneth, Lewis, Andrea, Frank, Salman, Yvonne, Jamie. Awesome, you guys rock. Okay, cool. Now, that's also how I'm going to be able to keep my finger on the pulse about what you're thinking. So if you've got questions, please use it. I'm not alone here in the back end. I've got a couple of my coaches here with me who are going to be able to help answer any questions that you may have as well. So we're going to make sure you're taken care of. Take screenshots, take photos, take notes. Anytime you see something that gets you thinking a little bit more, that something maybe that you haven't seen before, something that is one of those light bulb moments, okay, just so that you can memorize it, internalize it, and leave this workshop with something valuable. And try to look at this through the lens of someone who doesn't know anything about online business. Forget everything that you've been taught before, because what we're doing really is different to, I think, what you would have or could have done in the past. It's completely different, radically different, based on a system that we've been using for 16 years now. And I do have a gift for everyone at the end of this workshop worth $197, something special I've put together for you, which is going to provide value for you regardless of what you do this year, okay? It's a sort of like a general purpose gift that you're going to get your hands on, okay? And I want you to eliminate distractions as well. You know, this is a very rare opportunity, maybe your last opportunity to actually see this workshop. And at the end of the workshop, also, I want you to know there is going to be an opportunity for you to be able to invest in the training and get hand-holding support and coaching from me to help you push forward with this. Now, I want you to know that from the outset. I also want you to know that regardless of your decision to do that, you are going to get good value by sticking around over the next hour or so, and you do have that free gift at the end of the call as well. And I also want you to know that what I'll be sharing with you a little bit later on is something that I think will be affordable to almost everyone who is on the workshop, and I'll explain what we've done to make that super accessible to everyone. So if that sounds good, if you're good with all of that, just give me a yes in the question box there. I want to make sure you're on board for everything that we've got coming your way. And I should also, just while you're doing that, I'll reiterate that this presentation is 100% brand new. We are 100% live right here now, and it's going to be unlike anything that you've seen before. I've got a lot of brand new stuff baked into this workshop. If you have been on another workshop with me at some stage over the past week or so, then we've got a lot of new content here for you today, but I'm also going to be recapping the most important parts of the process as well, okay? And an important note, just before we officially sort of kick in here, that my results and the results of my best students are not typical. I can't guarantee that you'll have the same success as us. I couldn't guarantee it. We don't know your lifestyle, your background, your work habits. And in order to make any money online or doing anything, it starts with taking action. You need to put the work in. And I know this is obvious to a lot of you, but we do need to say this anyway. So we are going to dive in now. And we are talking about something which is the fastest way of generating big commissions online that I know of. It's got nothing to do with traditional affiliate marketing. No one needs to buy anything from you in order to make money. Refund and return issues, therefore, do not exist. They're simply they just don't exist. They're not part of the process. And there's nothing to do with, you know, content creation, physical products. There's no review pages, product comparisons, video creation, or any of the headaches that have plagued us over the years. And with this model, you're not selling anything. You make money by generating leads for big companies, the likes of Uber, Airbnb, Apple, and there are thousands of others as well. And when I say generating leads, I'm talking about capturing information. So like an email address, or maybe a name, or maybe a physical address, or a zip code, or a phone number, or a combination of these things. And we provide this information to these companies. And when we do that, we are paid for the information. So all we have to do is capture information of people who are interested in a solution that one of these other companies are offering. And that's how we get paid. And these big companies, in case you're wondering, like, why would they want to do that? Why would they pay me for that? Essentially, what they're doing is enabling an army of marketers, people like me, to go out there and help deliver what they need, which is information about their customers or potential customers, and they can compensate us for that. And they do it for the same reason that they run TV commercials. They do it for the same reason that they run sometimes radio ads or internet ads, and the same reason that they do, billboards in the street and sponsorships. This is just one of the tools in their marketing arsenal. And it's really good news for us, because it means that us, people like you, people like me, we can actually get paid for providing this information. So a visitor comes to your webpage, and in a few moments' time, I'm going to show you the actual webpage that generated us over $50,000 in 50 days. Okay, so stick around for that. You're going to see the actual website. We're going to dissect it a little bit. Okay, so a visitor is going to come into your webpage. You show them an offer which is designed to fulfill the needs that they have. So if someone is searching for antivirus software, and you've got an ad about that, then they're going to click on it. Or a better example, home insurance in California, or home insurance in San Francisco, or get as specific as you want. When you serve them up information about that, they put their information in a simple form like you can see there, and you get paid commission automatically. And this is something I've been doing very effectively since 2006. This is a screenshot, an image of the first website that we had that used this system, and it made us hundreds of thousands of dollars even back then. And the websites back then had a lot more information on them, a lot more pages. It was quite different to how we're doing it today, but the underlying model was similar, or the same, really, I should say. But fast forward to today, and there has been a seismic shift in the way that this works. We're now able to make huge commissions, hundreds of dollars for a single lead. And what that means is hundreds of dollars potentially just for passing on an email address. It's huge, massive amounts of money, and huge conversion rates. So just crazy, like off the charts conversion rates. And we're able to get these conversion rates because we don't need to sell anything. So conversion rates are through the roof, unlike with any other business model, and it's much easier to generate income and profit as a result of that. Are you following me so far, guys? Just give me a 1 in the question box if this is making sense so far. And I do have a tendency to start talking pretty quickly about things when I get excited, so I apologize in advance if that happens. It will inevitably happen throughout this workshop. Okay, here's 38% conversion rate from another campaign. And look, the best way that I've found to compare what we're doing here with other viable online business models is to look at what would happen in each of them if you were to send 100 visitors. So if you've got an e-commerce business, like a dropshipping business, maybe you've got something on a Shopify store or something like that. If you get 100 clicks, how much money could you make? Well, you might make a 3% conversion rate, maybe 3% conversion rate. You'd have 3 sales and you might make $20 a sale. So with 100 visitors to an e-commerce store, you might make $60. If you've got a traditional affiliate marketing website or an info product of some kind, you might get 100 visitors and you might turn 3 of them into customers and you might make $15 each one. That would give you $45. But what we're doing with this 3-step system is if we're able to get 100 clicks, we're looking at getting a 20% conversion rate or more. And a 20% conversion rate, which is honestly at the low end of the spectrum for what we do, that would mean 20 conversions. And if you're making $50 each time you get a conversion, that's $1,000. But the power is really showcased when you scale it up just a little bit. So if you start thinking, well, what would 1,000 clicks look like? 1,000 clicks on an e-commerce store, that would potentially generate you $600. 1,000 visitors to an information product, that would potentially generate you $450. Now, 1,000 clicks to the type of system that I'm showing you here could generate you $10,000. It's in its own league. It's in a whole different stratosphere. I mean, it's $9,500 more, roughly speaking, for the same number of visitors. So can you see the power in that? Give me a yes in the question box if you can see the power in that. And if you get, more importantly than just seeing how the numbers are different, if you can understand the mechanisms at play here, if you can understand the levers. One of the levers that we're talking about is the conversion rate. So we're going from 3%, which is actually, a pretty optimistic conversion rate on an e-commerce store or an info product, to 20% or more. And we're going from maybe making $20 or $15 or, that kind of a ballpark on other business models to making $50 per lead or more. And all of this happens without needing to make a sale. And thank you to everyone who is participating in the question box. I appreciate that. It makes my life a lot easier here. And this is why I believe that right now, this is the holy grail of online businesses online. It's like the perfect storm right now with the way that we're running this and the results that we're able to generate. And it makes it fast. It makes it simple as well. And it allows everyday people like me, potentially like you, to be able to make money. And the best thing is that almost no one does this. And I've never seen anyone running this business exactly how we are. And I'm going to be sharing the exact steps with you today. So it's massively untapped and it's something that you can add into what you're already doing. So let me know in the question box if you're already doing something online. Let me know what that thing is. So I can see some people are saying I'm doing drop shipping, Kindle, selling wholesale on Amazon, not doing anything, just getting started, newbie, affiliate marketing, blogging, the Forex trading, doing some eBay. I'm not doing anything. I'm looking to get started. A lot of people here are not actually doing anything, just getting started, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And for everyone else who is doing something, then this is something that you can easily add into the mix because it's not something that's going to consume that much of your time. In fact, one of the ways that I look at this is I look at it as a cash generating machine that can prop up some of my other businesses because this one here is so profitable, and you'll see more as we get into more of the details here. So how can you make money online with this in under 24 hours? Give me a 1 in the question box if you want to see exactly how long it would take me to do each of the 3 steps here. I want to see that question box going wild, guys. There's a good number of people on here, and I want at least half of you giving me a 1 because I'm going to break this down for you right now and show you how I could get going and potentially you could get going and make money with this from scratch in under 24 hours. So we start off by identifying a winning offer, and there are thousands of them to choose between. We use a secret depository of these to find them, and they serve them up, and it looks like this, and you can see how much money you could potentially make per lead. So we identify one of these, but we like to identify it and choose it not based on the niche, but rather based on the earning potential. And we're given different metrics that allow us to make that decision, things like conversion rates, things like commission amounts, where we can very, very quickly work out, well, this is what I stand to make from this particular product. And to do that would take me around about 10 minutes, okay? It would take me around about 10 minutes to actually do that. The next thing is to set up a web page. Now, these web pages can have as little as 20 to 30 words on them. Something you can set up in just a couple of minutes. I timed myself doing it the other day. It took me just over 2 minutes to set one of these things up. And you want to see one of these right now? Give me a yes in the question box. If you want to see a web page that made me over $50,000 and in its first 50 days of existence, brand new campaign. Okay, let's take a look. This is it here. The arrow that you're seeing pointing there, that is the web page. You can't quite see the little logo that I've got there at the top, but I mean, we can count the words on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16 words on the part that we can see there. And then just below that, it would just have a link to my terms and conditions, my privacy, which are just boilerplate content. Basically, it's just copy paste content. That's it. That's the web page. Pretty simple. And I'll show you how I set these things up later. But this simple little web page might take me 30 minutes to set up. Okay, so the first step was identifying a winning offer. This is something I could do in just a few minutes, 10 minutes I put there, being conservative. The next one is actually setting up the web page. Incredibly simple, these web pages. There's not much to them. That's by design, by the way. It's not like we don't know how to add more stuff. It's not like we don't, it's not like, the reason they don't have anything on them is because this is what works best. It's a minimalistic approach to marketing, and we serve up a simple web page like this, and it doesn't have any distractions on it, and we can make money from it. And we make money by driving traffic. And I'll show you shortly how the traffic kind of pans out. But we start with a micro budget, somewhere in the $5 to $25 per day range, and we scale up from there. So now, guys, I am going to actually show you right now. Just type in AI in the question box if you want to see how one of the ways that you can use artificial intelligence to help you streamline what you're doing with this business model. Just type AI. This is really cool, and we're just scratching the surface and starting to build in new ways that we use AI in what we're doing here. So I'm just going to pause that timer there because that's about to get down to 0, and I'll get that going. Well, I'll just let it run down. It's going to run down to 0. I will actually show you. Let's do this. I'll jump over and show you the stats to show you where we're at so far, and then I will come and show you the AI, because I think that's going to be really interesting for people. So let me get that timer going again so I don't forget. Okay, so the timer is jumping down. Now I am going to show you the artificial intelligence and how we can use it in just a second, but first I'll jump back over here. Just in time, by the way, I don't know if you caught that, but just in time to see the income was increasing there, the revenue that we've had today. So we are now on 4,465, and we've had 2,141 visitors, we've had 506 clicks, and we've had 284 conversions. So in the past 20 minutes, we have accumulated another 18 conversions. And what's most important though is we've gone up around about $700, around about $700 in the last just in the last 20 minutes. And I can show you here. I can show you, for example, last month. We can have a look at what we did last month. You can see $106,000 last month, and I'll come back to today in case we have any more activity here that we can see happening here. And these are all live stats. These stats actually update every couple of seconds. So you can see, if you watch closely, you sometimes see these numbers changing. And the number of visitors that we get ultimately translates into conversions, and that is directly correlated with the amount of revenue. So you see the visitors increasing, you see the clicks increasing, the conversions increasing, and we get to the point where the revenue is increasing as well. So we'll come back to that and have another look in another 18 minutes there. I'll jump back over to where I was though. So let me quickly recap in case anyone has forgotten. We start by identifying a winning offer. This is something I can do in about 10 minutes, okay? I then set up a very, very simple web page like the one that you can see here. And you can see how simple it is. This is based on templates that we have built, which we've been perfecting and polishing for over 15 years now since I started working on this model. And then we turn on the traffic. And here's a really simple way that you can use AI. And this is one of the ways that I'm using it, is to write simple ads. So if you look in that image in the top center there, what I wrote was home loans for foreigners in New York at affordable rates. And I also gave this AI technology, I said, rewrite this sentence 10 times. And it went out there, and in the next few seconds, it spat out the information, which you can see in that bottom screenshot. You can see 10 different rewritten sentences there. And how can I use these? Well, I can use them for different things. One, I can use them for a simple ad because the ads have got so few words. And secondly, I can potentially use them on my landing pages as well. You see, if you look at this web page here, you can see it says looking for rent to own homes, find your options now. Well, I could get different text from that using this AI technology. Do you see the power in that, guys? Give me a yes if you can see the power in that. Yep. And I just want to be clear with you, this is not my AI technology. This is just how I'm using other technology that's available, and I'll share what this is and how we use it a little bit later. I just wanted to give you some ideas there, and there are lots of different ways you can use this to speed up the process and to make your life easier. And with the traffic, you find targeted keywords, really targeted keywords, so people are going to be searching for something that they are interested in, and we load these keywords into our ads essentially, and then we start the traffic, we turn the traffic on, and we drive traffic through the likes of Microsoft, Google, some other paid sources, and some free traffic as well. And the whole traffic component takes about 60 minutes. So let me recap here. We had 10 minutes for identifying a winning offer. We had 30 minutes for setting up one of these pages. Actually, I can do that in much less than that. And then we had 60 minutes for setting up and driving the traffic. Okay, so they're the steps in a nutshell, and then we can start counting the profits. And again, you need to follow the formula exactly. You don't need to overcomplicate it, but this is something that can easily be accomplished within 24 hours when you are using the specific formula that we're using. And one of the reasons that it can be accomplished so quickly is because it's so simple. You've seen the web pages, you've seen how simple they are, you've seen the types of offers. You can get an offer up and integrated very, very easily and quickly, and you can see the results. And then you can then get to the fun part, which is accelerating the profits. And give me a yes in the question box if you'd like me to show with you, get a little bit more granular on the details of how we scale up one of these campaigns and how it could look like, what it could look like for you on day one. Just want to make sure that you're following along. Yep. Okay, I'll share some more information about that in just a couple of moments time here. But right now on this slide, the key point that I want to get across to you is that you can boost the profits a lot more by leveraging what we call the back end, which is where we can send out emails to people. We do it in an automated fashion. We provide more value. We build up our relationship with the list. And again, this is stuff that we set up one time and then it just happens automatically. So it's not something that takes up any of our time. And we can then continue to scale the business, scale the campaigns, scale the profits. We can create new campaigns for brand new niches, brand new offers if we want to. We could drive more traffic to whatever's already working. And this is the scaling example that I was mentioning. Now, what you're seeing here, I've had to block off some of the statistics because I didn't want to reveal absolutely everything. But what you're looking at here is an example from our auto insurance niche that we are in, a product that we're selling there. And what you can see are the number of visitors, 3,081. You can see that we're paying 15 cents per click. So we spent $462 in ad spend, and the revenue that we generated was $3,162. So a lot of people are saying, well, what's the profit? What do we think about for profit? Well, in this case, we had huge profit. We got $2,669 in profit. $2,669 in profit, and we were getting visits for 15 cents a pop. Okay, let me explain this a little bit more. So we didn't start at that point though. We didn't just start by sending 3,000 visitors. We got started on what we call like a micro scale. So step one in this case was we sent 308 visitors, and each visitor cost us 15 cents. So we spent $46 on traffic to begin with. And that $46 resulted in $316 in revenue, which was a $266 profit. The next step was we said, okay, we're gonna scale this a little bit. We're gonna double it. So we got 616 visitors at 15 cents per click. This is $92 in ad spend, but it generated $632 for a profit of $540. And then we continued scaling to get 3,081 visits at 15 cents per click. That cost $462 in ads and generated $3,162 in revenue for $2,669 in profit. Now, I know there's a lot of numbers in there, but do you see how this works? Give me a $1, got the dollar word in my mind here. Give me a 1 in the question box if you can see how this works. And by the way, guys, these are real numbers that I'm sharing from this, and this is from the auto insurance space. Now, you're not always going to have this amount of profitability. I think if you're assuming that you're going to have 50% or aiming for 50% profitability, that's pretty good. Like if you're like, and in fact, when I've been sharing my statistics with you earlier, I'm running at about 50%, somewhere 40 to 50% profitability. So last time I shared my live stats with you, it was showing $4,465. That's not 100% profit. Okay, I want to make sure you understand that. We're looking at about half of that being profit, $2,200, maybe $2,000 profit today so far. Does that make sense, guys? Just give me a yes in the question box if that all makes sense. I want to make sure, because this scaling is really important. And the key takeaway for you here that I want to get across is that you don't start by spending a whole heap of money. You start by dipping your toes in the water, spending a relatively small amount of money. In this case, we spent $46, we got 308 visits, and we could see what was happening, and it was making money. So at that point, we said, okay, let's scale that up a little bit. How do we scale it up? Someone was asking. We just scaled it up by spending a little bit more in this case, but there are lots of different ways that we could scale that up, and we can continue to talk about that later. But then what you do is you rinse and repeat. So you find new profitable offers, you can build new campaigns, and you can scale more. And this is the process, guys. This is how you go from $0 to $100 a day, to $500 a day, to $1,000 a day, and beyond potentially. And it's really exciting. It's really simple. It's the simplest online business model that I've ever seen, and I've been involved with online businesses since 2005. And it's something that I think is going to be able to be repeated by you when you're implementing the system for yourself, because it's 3 simple steps. And the money can be huge. I mean, here you're seeing $919,000 from one of our accounts, $38,955 from another. This is in a 30-day period. Here you can see $54,135 in another account. And it's something that can not only generate huge income, but it's something that's very low risk, which is what I like. I mean, I'm someone who's pretty conservative by nature. I don't want to be doing things that are high risk, and this business model is low risk. It's easy to set up. You can get rapid results, and you only need one profitable campaign to start making money. So I saw some questions while I've been looking at the question box here saying, oh, well, you know, can I be in multiple niches or promoting multiple offers at the same time? You can, and there's no harm with that, but you don't necessarily need to get the kind of income that you want to be getting here. In fact, when I'm logging into one of my commission accounts and showing you thousands of dollars coming in, I think like 80% of that is just from one specific offer, to give you an example there. So some common questions that you might have: what's a realistic budget? You want to start with a micro budget in that $5 to $25 per day range. How fast can you see results? Well, I'm showing you here, you know, you can get from being offline to being online and making commissions in under 24 hours. Now, the real thing that will dictate how fast you get your results, though, is the traffic. Because if you don't get any traffic at all, then obviously you're not going to be able to make any commissions. But the moment you do turn the traffic on, you're going to be putting yourself in a position where you can indeed see these commissions. And we've seen over and over again people be able to turn the traffic on that very same hour, make commissions. So it's incredible in that regard. It's by far the fastest business model for generating results that I've ever seen. It's completely newbie friendly. You don't need many hours per week to set things up. Like I've put there as little as 5 to 10 hours per week because I want to be conservative. I don't want to exaggerate on anything. So as little as 5 to 10 hours per week to set things up. And that's when you're laying the foundation. Once you've set the foundation up, from there, you're going to be able to just check in. You know, maybe you'll just check into your stats 5 minutes a day, make sure that you're still crushing it with profits. And then that's it. There's really nothing else to be done because of the nature of the business, because of the business model. And the different traffic platforms absolutely approve these types of web pages. They're serving up what people are searching for. And I'll show you shortly how we actually set things up, okay? But first, some potential hurdles. Access to the best paying, high converting offers will be a hurdle for some people if you don't know what you're doing there. Optimizing the setup to generate the maximum amount of profits, this can be a hurdle potentially as well. And building out an effective email sequence to accelerate your income can also be a hurdle. But we do have some good news for you here, and that is over the past couple of years, we've spent close to maybe over $1 million in developing a revolutionary profit suite. And this is a powerful toolkit that we use for maximizing our own income. And you're going to see how you could potentially use this as well. And no one has had access to this or seen it before. It's sort of been a secret weapon that we've had in our arsenal that we've been using. And I'm sharing it with you here. And again, no one's, like very, very few people have actually seen this. So it's got 3 elements. The first is our master list of top paying offers, okay? And what we need to do here is make sure that we have got access to and can be generating money from offers that really work well. And typically these are offers that might pay $100, $200, $300 per lead. And we've developed a master list which you can use to accelerate everything you're doing here. So you'll be able to tap into that. That's the first element of the profit suite. The second element is what we call Phantom. Now, Phantom is the engine that helps build up and run the business quietly behind the scenes. It builds out the types of pages. So remember that web page that I shared with you a little bit earlier? Well, that was something that Phantom can build for you. Okay, and it's more than just a paid page builder, though. I'll go into it and give you a bit of a demo here shortly. I really want to hammer this home. It does more than page building because it also combines and allows you to tap into these templates that we've been polishing for 15 years now. And then the third element is what we call the mail machine. Now, the mail machine is something that we designed because we wanted a specialist solution that simply doesn't exist on the web. There are lots and lots of different email autoresponders. There are lots of tools to send out emails, but there is none that at least that we could find that is specialized in the type of business model that we are using. So we developed one ourselves from scratch. Now, give me a yes in the question box if you'd like me to take you a little bit deeper into Profit Suite. Just give me a yes if you want to, and I want to see at least half of you here giving me a yes. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I want to make sure you're tuning in. I want to make sure you're using that question box. It really does help me when you're doing that. Okay, the yeses are coming in. Awesome, fantastic. And as you go along, remember, we are looking after you in the question box as well. We're doing our best to answer all the questions. So if you do have a question at any time, you can use that. But let's take a look inside Profit Suite now. And I'm firstly going to assume that you've gone ahead and you've chosen an offer. So you've got an offer, ticks all the boxes, something that makes you high commissions without needing to sell anything, something that you're going to be able to use to achieve 30, 40, 50% conversion rates. And then the next step is to create that simple web page. And I gave you an example of one earlier. Now, you don't need anything magical for this, like funnels or anything complex. It's literally just a single web page. And you saw how simple the single web page was a little bit earlier. So we use Phantom to build these. And this is Phantom that you're looking at here. This is the dashboard. And as you'll see, it's boiled down to just a few elements because we don't want things to be overcomplicated in there. We want you to be able to see all the mission critical elements, at a glance, and that's what you're seeing. And you're able to set up your web page just by clicking a few buttons using drag and drop functionality. And you've likely seen page builders before, and Phantom can do what most page builders can do, but more importantly, it's designed to streamline the creation of the types of web pages that get the kind of results that I've been sharing with you here. So it's more than a page builder, it's more of a fusion of simple technology to give you the flexibility and the freedom to build pages, but also working in a lot of our best practices and our best converting pages. And this is essentially the engine for running your business. Here's another example of a template page, and you can see that's actually not too dissimilar to the type of page that we were using to generate those $50,000 that I shared with you earlier. So Phantom uses simple technology to give you all the freedom and flexibility and gives you the foundation for your business. And Phantom, by the way, you can think about it like it's the engine that's going to run your business for you, basically. Now, the next thing that we do once you've got the page up is we use the mail machine. And the mail machine is really like adding icing to the cake. You've already got a cake, you start using the mail machine and you can start making a lot more profits. And here's how the mail machine looks when you log in. What you're looking at here is the dashboard. You can see an overview of the key metrics. If we navigate now into the broadcasts, which you see in the left-hand menu, you see it says broadcast up in the top left menu there. If we navigate to that, we're going to see this kind of a view here where we can get into pre-formatted emails, which we can customize. And again, everything I'm showing you here can be completely automated. I'm just giving you a bit of a tour because I want you to see everything that powers this machine behind the scenes. You can build, for example, these automated campaigns using the visual campaign builder. And I love this one because it lets me see at a glance what's going to be happening. I find it so much more intuitive and easy to use than any other kind of campaign builder that I've used in the past. I think the visual element adds a lot to that, and you can quickly build out the mechanisms that allow you to capture subscriber information, like simple forms like you can see here, which turn your visitors into money. So does that make sense, guys? Give me a yes in the question box if you could see how those tools sort of work together as a means to an end to allow us to build and run this business. And I can see the yeses are coming in. And if we have time later, I'll go in and do more of a live demo for you, and we'll click around and I'll show you how everything works. And the Profit Suite, this combination of elements, is what solves all of the obstacles and allows us to triple the speed at which we can make money and make more money. So when I'm talking about making commissions in under 24 hours, I mean the tools that we've got here inside Profit Suite are indispensable. And you can see the kind of results that we've been able to generate: $1.3 million in 12 months, 45 grand in 7 days, 155 grand in a single month. I mean, this is absolutely amazing, and there's never been a better opportunity that I've seen since 2005, and there's certainly never been a better time for using this particular business model than right now. Right now, all the elements are in a row, and I can see that the timer is up. So I'm going to just reset that. I'll start it on another 20-minute timer, and let's go across to the stats, and let's have a look now and see how we're getting on. So I'll start that timer. So in 20 minutes time, we will have another look, but first, let me go in, and I can see we're now at $4,955 for the day so far. That's the day so far. Okay, we've had 2,216 visits. We've had 512 clicks. We've had 298 conversions. So since our last update 20 minutes ago, we've had another 14 conversions, and those 14 conversions have resulted in $490. So in the last 20 minutes, it's gone up $490. Just to reiterate, and look, I don't know if you just saw that, but it just went up another $100. So we're now at $5,055. And this is what happens. And I tell you what, it can be pretty addictive looking at this. And the other thing that rolled over there was the conversions. Obviously, we've now got 299 conversions, and it was that extra conversion that just made this jump up by $100. So that's the power. That's us making a $100 commission right there, right in front of your eyes, live. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is 100% real stats coming into my commission account right now. This is money that's flowing into my bank account. This is something we do day after day after day after day to the tune of 7 figures per year, $100,000 plus per month. And it runs largely on autopilot. And it's a business model that is solopreneur friendly, so you don't need a whole team of people around you or anything like that. Anyway, hopefully you're seeing the power there. We're pretty excited about this, and we'll take another look and see where we are in another 18 minutes time there. Now, I think the most important thing for you right now is to know that this opportunity is wide open. It's the perfect time to take advantage of this online business model. And it's something that I believe anyone can do. I believe you can do it because it's simple. I think you're going to love the fact that you can get fast results, because you're going to see in a matter of days, how this all works and how you can potentially be getting that money coming in. Competition and is there saturation? It's not even a concern for me. It's a zero issue because it's not like we're selling physical products, right? It's not like you go into Amazon and you say, there's 10 microphone stands and yours is one of them, and you've got this competition around you. It's not like that. It's completely different. So competition is a complete non-issue. There are no complications, and you've got this rare first mover's advantage. And that's why I'm so excited today to share with you the package that we've put together to help you be able to do this for yourself, to help you be able to cash in from this in the same way that we are. And 123 Profit is the answer to all of that. And it's a radically different training program that reveals how we're generating these thousands of dollars that you've seen flowing into our account, you know, day after day after day. And it's a vehicle that you can use to achieve freedom in your life. And everyone's got a different idea about freedom, but I think it starts with, at a core foundation, giving you financial freedom, giving you enough money to do all the things that you want to do. It's a business that can be run with geographic freedom, giving you location independence, the freedom to choose where you are. And it's a business that doesn't take much time to run once you've got things set up. So it can give you that trifecta of freedoms. And our battle cry here, and what we want to help you achieve, is to get to $500 per day in profit within 30 days and scale up from there. And we've seen people who have come through and used this system, people that we've worked with, and we've seen our own results that this is possible. In fact, in that $50,000 case study that you're going to be able to get your hands on fairly shortly, you'll see exactly how we do this. Okay, so this is something that is really exciting, and the kind of results that we're getting with this are beyond anything that we've ever been able to share or experience before. So we've got different components, and each of the different components is designed to help you reach that initial objective of getting money coming in, and specifically get you to $500 per day in profit. That's what the battle cry is. That's why we've designed all of this in the way that we have. And the mission control is the first component. Now, this is where you're going to be getting over 100 clear and concise step-by-step videos showing you how to get this up and running as soon as humanly possible. This is where we share the complete blueprint with you, the entire recipe of how we actually do this, the system that we've perfected over 15 plus years of implementing this model and having this kind of a website. And it's also how you're going to be able to access all the tools, the software, the support, and all the other bits and pieces that are included inside of 123 Profit. Now, the second component is the live training sessions, and this is where you'll have multiple touch points per week. So one core training workshop per week, 3 additional sessions, extensive Q&A sessions, office hours, and these are really valuable. And they're not just run by me. You're going to get to know some of our coaches as well, like Sean, he's our head coach here. These are people that have got huge amounts of experience in operating this business model and are great teachers. And you're going to see the likes of, you know, on-screen demonstrations, hot seat, where we, put what someone else is doing under the microscope if they want us to do that. Analysis of different things, just showcasing how it all works. And also, importantly, to give you action steps, to give you personal guidance and weekly checkpoints, and for us to be able to keep our finger on the pulse and see how you're progressing with the training. That's the second component, enormously valuable. The third component is a 50K case study. So you've had a glimpse at what this looked like. I showed you what the web page looked like that enabled us to generate $50,681 in 50 days. And the rest of the case study is gold dust, because in the rest of the case study, we get into how the traffic came in, what that looked like, exactly what our profits were, how much money we made, how much money we spent, and everything else as well. So, I mean, this is the kind of thing that I desperately wanted when I was getting started online, and we're serving it up for you, and you're going to get access today, in fact, if you want to do that. The fourth component is Profit Suite. I gave you a bit of a tour. Here we spent close to $1 million developing this. I know it says 2 years and 500 grand there, but I can assure you it's either over or very, very close to $1 million, an enormous amount of money. It combines our internal master list of the highest converting, best paying offers. It's got the mail machine in there as well, which is going to boost your profits enormously, and Phantom, which is the engine that runs the entire operation and allows you to build a lot of what you need to build at the push of a button, because it's designed to do just that. So Profit Suite is a huge advancement and allows you to bypass many of the obstacles that people would have otherwise had with trying to build a business like this. Component number 5 is Done For You Confidential, and this is our private repository of done for you pages, emails, scripts, and other content that will help you accelerate your success. They're things that are going to help you hit the ground running, and we're allowing you to copy the frameworks that we have tried and tested and perfected over 15 years of working this kind of a business model. We're giving you fill in the blank, email templates, high converting pages, and so much more. Again, everything that we're doing here is designed to help you hit the ground running and get to that $500 in profit per day, ideally in the next 30 days. Component number 6 is the 7-figure accelerator, and this is how you can scale your business. So sometimes we see people, they start out doing a new business model and they go from $0 to $100, maybe they get to $100, but then they get stuck or they hit a plateau and they can't get to $1,000 or $10,000 or more. And so that's exactly what the 7-figure accelerator is designed to tackle head on. It gives you the fast track blueprint to doubling, tripling, even quadrupling your income. And we know a thing or two about this. I mean, you've seen the kind of results we've got coming in. We've done this for a long time. I've personally earned over $100 million in my businesses. We know a thing or two about scaling, and we're going to be sharing all of those tactics with you, things that we've never shared with the public before. Now, the 7th component is the live event. This is a free all-access pass to 123 Live, which is our annual event. This is a virtual event held over an entire weekend, and we're going to be sharing dates with the members soon. And this is where we can provide even more value. To give you some context here, what we're talking about is an entire weekend. And in the past, when I've held live in-person events, we've charged $1,000 per day for people to be able to attend those types of things. And you're getting 2 full days of amazing content where you're going to learn from expert speakers, industry-leading authorities, beta students, and so much more. So we're really looking forward to this, and it's going to be a really fun weekend of sessions. So that's 123 Live. The private network is also a really mission critical part of what we've got here, because this is where we're going to be able to support you every step of the way. And if we need to sort of drag you along kicking and screaming to get you to that finish line, we'll do it. We've got an amazing team who help me behind the scenes. We've got expert coaches who are a second layer of support. And you're not going to come up against something that you can't solve. You're never going to be in a position where you don't know what to do, because we are there for you every step of the way. You've also got a members community forum, which you're going to love, being able to connect with your fellow members. We've got you covered every step of the way. And the value here, I mean, you can't really put a value on something like this, because it could be the difference between you succeeding and not succeeding. So the private network is the 8th component. We're giving you everything that you could possibly need. No stone has been left unturned. And that's not all, because we are bending over backwards to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to boost your chances of success. We've got a certification system in place whereby we're going to be recognizing those defining moments, like hitting that $100 per day, hitting $500 per day, hitting $1,000 per day. These certificates and the certification system are going to give you confidence and help you achieve your goals. They recognize milestones, and not just that, but they also work as a way of leveling up. So we will know who's hit the $100 per day mark, who's hit the $500 per day mark, who's hit the $1,000 per day mark. And then we can extend private opportunities, which I'm not going to get into right now, but different ways that you can partner with us by virtue of now being qualified, if you like, by having achieved certain levels of certification. And we've also got achievement badges as well, where we recognize you having achieved certain things. There are 20 badges to unlock. They're going to appear next to your name in the members areas and different places. And these range from making your first $500 all the way up to $2 million. And this is a way that we can gamify this. We can make it more fun, and you can sort of unlock these levels. And I think you're going to love the achievement badges. We've got cash prizes as well. We do a lot of fun things in our training. It's not just normal boring training. I mean, we put tens of thousands of dollars into different incentives and motivational factors, and you're going to see how that all pans out. And look, I'm going to run through this one more time, and then I'm going to share how you can get started if you want to get started on this. So You start by identifying a winning offer. This is something which shouldn't take you too long. You can do that in a handful of minutes. You set up a simple web page. You can do that using Phantom. And again, I'm able to set these things up in about just over 2 minutes, so under 3 minutes. Set up a simple web page, and then you start with traffic. And it could be in the $5 to $25 range per day. And if you think about this, if you're making $100 per lead, $100 each time you get like a lead, with just 10 people, that would make you $1,000. And if you're assuming a 20% conversion rate, which honestly is sort of at the low end of the spectrum that we've been sharing with you here, that's 50 clicks. So the question I've got for you is, if we share this with you, if we share the information with you, do you think, give me a yes in the question box, if you think that you'd be able to drive 10 visitors, just 10 visitors to your website. The yeses coming in? Yep, yeses are coming in. So if you could get 10 visitors to your website and you could convert 20% of them, that would be 2 conversions. And in this example would be $200. Now, if you could get 10 visitors to a web page using the system, do you think you could get 20? Of course you could, because you're using the same tried and tested system. And that's what we're doing here. We're giving you the keys to the kingdom. We're giving you a blueprint that you can use and you can use to grow, and you can get amazing results with this. And we know the secret for driving thousands, even millions of visitors. We've been doing this for a long time. We're sharing all of that with you. And this is why we're able to make such amazing money, because we know how to do this stuff, and we can leverage the fact that we're not selling anything, that we've got these astronomical conversion rates, that we can make huge amounts of commissions, and we're packaging everything up for you and showing you exactly what we do inside our 1, 2, 3 profit system. And if you're fed up with, or frustrated by business models that simply take too long, or have unexpected complications, or whatever it is, if you just want to hit the reset button and do something new, if you want to put yourself in a position to win in 2023, then we can help you with 1, 2, 3 profit. And you might be wondering, if we're making so much money doing this, why wouldn't we just keep the system a secret? Well, the reality of the matter is that we haven't shared this exact system and these exact tools and the exact process and recipe with anyone since 2006. This is the first time that we're sharing this. So we have, in a sense, been keeping it a secret, but we haven't been keeping it a secret because we don't want to share it. We've been keeping it a secret because we haven't had everything in a row to a point where you could come in and get the amazing kind of results that I'm talking about here. We haven't had that because we haven't had all of the elements that I've been talking about. And once we did have these elements, we did start inviting people in. And a few months ago, we brought in a group of beta testers into a pilot program. And the results have been mind-blowing. 100% of our pilot program members came into the program without having a website. 100% of them, every single one of them, came out of it with a web page at the end of it that they owned, that was making them significant money. And by significant money, I don't mean like $50 a day or $100 a day. I mean $400, $500 plus per day. And 100% of the people that came in ended up making at least $400 per day in revenue into their website that they own in the space of like 8 or 9 weeks. And in fact, we've got a sample of interviews from these people inside our members area, and you'll see what they've done. It's amazing. $4,700 in 30 days from Dom. Noel, who's in Ireland, $6,321 in revenue. He had never done anything like this before. None of these people had done anything like this. Vaughan, $5,900 in 30 days. He's in Sydney, Australia. Chris, $2,200 in a single week. He's in California. Kerry in Massachusetts, she's done $482 in a single day. And if you look closely, you can see how Kerry has been scaling there. This is just amazing. Jack in New Zealand, $6,904 in 30 days. Doesn't matter where you're located, you do need to follow the recipe. And you know what? There is one thing that all of these people have in common. You know what it is? They all took action. They all followed the steps. They didn't reinvent the wheel. They just did what we told them that they would need to do, and they made it happen. And I would love for you to be able to come on this journey with me and do this for yourself. But I need you to promise that you will follow the steps that we're going to lay out. So if you promise to follow the steps, give me a yes in the question box right now. And I really want to stress this because I actually don't want to work with people who are not going to follow the steps. That's going to be a time suck. I want to work with people who are serious about this. And by now you probably know in your mind whether or not this resonates with you. And you need to follow the steps. You need to follow the proven path. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to help you. And thank you to everyone who has typed yes in there. I appreciate that. So right now you're at a point where you've got a couple of different options. The first is to go it alone. This is riskier, considerably slower. It can lead to spending a lot more money, making a lot more mistakes, being more expensive. The second option is to let us help you, and we can get you to the finish line much faster. You can avoid common mistakes. You could potentially be making money in a matter of days or hours once you know, once you've got all the things that you need, and take advantage of these amazing shortcuts, training and software to make money faster. So that's what you can do if you take the easy path and work with us. And a quick recap. Now, these are the 15 different elements, actually 16, that I think make 1-2-3 Profit System so unique to anything else out there. Firstly, you're not selling anything. There's very high profit potential. The websites are simple. It's very low risk. There's no barriers to entry. The conversion rates are just through the roof. It's insane. The traffic is solved. There's no dealing with people. There's no capital for inventory or anything like that. There's no Facebook ads. There's no single point of failure. There's no reliance on a single platform. The results are incredibly fast. The competition is a complete non-issue. You don't need much time investment. You're building a real business here. And number 16 is you are building an asset that you own and can actually sell later if you want to. Okay, so just to reiterate again, we're giving you everything that you could possibly need. You just need to take action, be patient, and follow the steps. And I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for anyone, regardless of what you're doing right now. If you're looking to make more money, if you want to hit the reset button, if you want to add an additional income stream, if you're fed up with things that haven't worked for you in the past, then this is something that brand new that you can try. And you can see for yourself how it can give you that additional income stream, how it could potentially give you that safe and secure retirement and give you the ability to live that laptop lifestyle and ultimately the freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do in your life. Now, some important limitations. We can only accept a limited number of people into this. This is the first time we are opening this training to the public. All of the coaching, I see my timer is up there. We'll go and have a look at the cash we've made in just a second. But all of the coaching and the support that we're giving you, that takes time. So because of that, we need to cap the number of people that we bring in. And we are very, very close at this point to closing the doors on this. I mean, the training starts on Friday. We have a firm time deadline that we need to stick to. You need to be enrolled to be able to come on this journey with us. And we also want to limit, quite frankly, the number of people that can get their hands on this case study, which is absolute game changer. Shows you how we made 50 grand in 50 days. So we're going to limit that as well. So we're giving you everything that you could possibly need, all the systems, all the strategies, everything. And if you're serious about turning this into something that could work for you, then now's the time to do it. This is something that could work. Now, we were seriously looking at charging $9,997 for this. That was the original plan. Because we thought, look, we've been doing this for well over a decade. We've spent $1 million on building everything up. We've got this completely dialed in. We're already charging $12,000 annually for a mastermind. $9,997 feels like the right price here. However, we knew that that would put this beyond the reach of most people that need it the most, even if it would be an absolute steal at that price point. So what we ultimately decided on was $4,997 as the price point. However, we do want to give everyone a huge discount and an incentive to be able to get started right now. It's a brand new year, a brand new opportunity, and we've tried to make this as affordable as we could to absolutely everyone. So you can get $1,500 in savings if you get in today. You can see the link on the screen there. That's where you need to go right now. Go to that link and you can make your investment. There are two options. One is a one payment option, one payment of $3,497, and the second is a four-part payment plan, 4 payments of $997, 30 days apart. Now you are backed up by a zero risk 30-day money back guarantee. And if you're not seeing amazing results, if you just change your mind inside the first 30 days, we will give you your money back. No hard feelings, no questions asked. You don't even need a reason for that. Now, guys, I do want you to stick around with me here a little bit longer because I've got some surprises that you're not going to want to miss. And I've got a gift for everyone at the end as well. And I've got a few more important things to mention. But just going back to this 30-day money back guarantee here now, the reality of the matter is that you're going to come into the members area, you're going to be able to start using things immediately, and you're going to know in a matter of days whether or not this is going to work for you. In fact, you're going to be able to see firsthand, if you're someone that takes action, you're going to see firsthand in a matter of days the kind of results that you're getting. So again, you've got absolutely no financial risk. We're giving you a 30-day money back guarantee. There's no fine print, there's nothing like that. There's no like hoops to jump through or anything. All you need to do is take action. And if you decide that it's not right for you, you've got 30 days and we will give you your money back. I've seen this disturbing trend recently of different programs not giving you refund policies, but I don't believe in that. I want you to have peace of mind. I want you to be able to jump in here with complete confidence. And in fact, we go one step further, put you in a position where not only do you have nothing to lose, but you've got huge amounts to gain as well. So what we're doing here is giving you the ultimate double your money back guarantee. So the way this works is as long as you follow every step of the training curriculum without deviation, use our support systems and our tools and our resources, we guarantee to not only refund your purchase, but to double your money back. If for some reason you're unable to make money, get money coming in the first 60 days. So if you're paying $3,497 for this right now, if you're paying that money and this doesn't work and you go through everything and you go step by step by step and you don't get money coming in, then we're not just going to give you your money back, but we're going to double it. So you have financial upside either way that you look at it, as long as you are someone who can follow the recipe and take specific action. So don't wait any longer. Spaces are going to fill up fast. And look, if you've already jumped in, type I'm in. If you've already jumped in, if you're in the process of jumping in, just type process and don't wait any longer to go ahead and jump in. You can go ahead, and I can see some people saying, I'm already in, I'm a member, I'm in the process. Awesome. Now, I do have a special gift for the people who are action takers who jump in here right now. And I'm going to talk about this. These are 3 exclusive action taker bonuses for people who are seeing this presentation right now. You're going to get access to these as long as you jump in while we're doing this presentation. So action taker bonus number 1 is Profit X. This is 100 extra live coaching sessions. These are over an extended period of 6 months. So essentially what we're doing here is we are extending the amount of coaching for an extra 6 months. I think that's got a value of at least $8,000, 100 extra live coaching sessions from us. So that's the first part of it. The second part of the action bonus is the Millionaire Mindset sessions. This is actually a 70-part course that I have put together for you. I'm on video on 70 different videos guiding you through how to weave in the mindset elements of everything that we're doing here. And this has got enormous value. It's going to help you succeed with your business. And then in addition to that, we are also going to give you lifetime access to all of this amazing content as Action Taker bonus number 3. And we've got a Fast 50 bonus, which is why I was asking you if you are in already. We want to make sure that we get a copy of that in the chat box there, because if you are in, if you're one of the first 50 people to jump in, then you are going to be able to take advantage of this and get these extra components. So 2 things here. One is, the first is a 3-part series of private training sessions all about specific strategies to deliver instant gratification. So going above and beyond and giving some different bits and pieces there. And then also the performance plan, which is about unlocking some of the secrets of the world's highest achievers. Okay, so you're going to get this if you jump in right now. So let me know in the question box if you're jumping in right now. Just let me know in the question box and say process if you're in the process of getting in. If you're already in, just let me know that as well. And I'm going to do something else here for a second. So let me just get my screen how it needs to be, and I'm going to show you something else. So let's see here. Stand by while I bring up a new page, and I'll show it to you in just a second. Okay, so I'm opening up a web page here. I've gone to the URL that you can see at the bottom of the screen there, and let me just reposition things a little bit here. And this is the page that you'll come to when you use the link that you can see, and we're getting that link in in fact, you can actually see that link in the chat box there. You should be able to see that now. You can click on that link in the chat box, or you can just type this out into your browser, and it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. And in here, you'll see that you've got 2 different payment options. And I would encourage most people to take that one-part payment option, one payment of $3,497, because that's got a discount built into it, built into the price, a discount of $491. And remember, this is in addition to the mega discount you're already getting of $1,500, just because this is an early bird opportunity to get into this, okay? Now, you do have the split payment option there though as well, but you click on the one that you want. It's going to take you through to the secure checkout page, which you can see is processed by ClickBank. Now, that's a payment processor that has processed billions of dollars at this point. You enter your information. You can pay with a PayPal, you can pay with a credit card. You can choose that here, enter your information, click that green button, and you'll be on the inside, and you'll be putting yourself in a position to earn money like what you are seeing here. And if we just have a look at this quickly, you'll see we're now at $5,470. $5,470. That's today so far. That's 311 11 conversions, I should say. So we've had another, 12 conversions in the past 20 or 30 minutes. And we've gone up $400 in the past, it's around about 30 minutes because I stopped the timer a few moments ago. Okay, so this is what's at stake here, and you can get started with this, and you can do it for yourself today. You can do it right now, but you need to take action. You need to take action to put yourself in a position to get in. And just looking through, getting an update from the team here, we've had 29 people who have already gone ahead and jumped in. Okay, 29 people have gone ahead and jumped in. If you want to secure all of the bonuses and get everything that I'm sharing with you here, then don't wait any longer. Okay, we've got a small number of these Fast 50 bonuses remaining, and then they'll be gone. Okay, so if you want to do this, now is the time to do it. We're giving you absolutely everything that you could possibly need with this, and we're putting you in a position where you've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. You're getting the mission control, the live coaching, the case studies, the profit suite, the done for you confidential, the accelerators, which are for scaling, the live event, the support, the community, the certification system, the achievement badges, the cash prizes, the action taker bonuses in the Fast 50 if you are fast and can get in right now. Now, once you are on the inside, I want you to know that you're going to be able to hit the ground running. You're going to get access to early bird training, which is waiting for you on the inside right now. You're going to get access to the case study, and you're going to get your first action steps, your first homework steps to be able to hit the ground running. And you could start on those in a matter of a few moments' time. You're going to have everything that you could possibly need. We're going to be having multiple live sessions each week, along with new videos and this module by module format. And you're going to have everything that you need to be able to start today. You're not going to have the entire curriculum though, because that would be like overwhelm. That would be overloading you with too much, and it would be detrimental to your success. So instead, we're giving you what you need right now to be able to succeed with this. And if you are in, just type I'm in. So Ademola is in, Perry is in, Janelle is in, Francesca is in, Rick is in, Inga is in, Margaret is in, Jamie is in, Sean is in, Dennis is in, Paul is in. If you're in process now, just type process. If you are in process, Bill is in process, Melissa is in process, and it looks like we have now got 36 people have just jumped in. So we've got 14 of those Fast 50 action taker bonuses left right now. I can see Marijana is in process, Brenda is in process, Dujana is in process, Vesa is in process. Okay, Andreas is in process. And as you end up getting in, guys, please just let me know. We do have a strict limit on those Fast 50 bonuses, okay? It's time for you to decide. Don't let this pass you by. You're not going to get another opportunity to do this, and the doors are shutting very, very soon. We opened this up for the first time a few days ago, and we are very near to capacity. I mean, this could be coming down today. That's not false scarcity. It's just a reality. We're getting close to hitting our limits. We will hit capacity We do hit capacity every year, and unfortunately, when we do these trainings each year, people are left out. I mean, they're left out and they can't get in anymore. And this is a way that we can get you up and running and making money in a very short space of time. In fact, I showed you how I'm able to get up and running and see cash flow online in under 24 hours, and you can potentially use that exact same blueprint, because that's what we deliver up for you here in the training. You just need to follow the system. There's no barriers to entry. It doesn't matter where you are. It's very scalable, and you've got some very simple steps to go through to be able to make the money. So again, let me know once you are actually in, because I can see we've got 41 people have actually jumped in now. So we've got 9 more of those Fast 50 bonuses left. Jump in right now and you'll get them. Look, guys, I love what I do. I feel fortunate to be able to do what I do, and I want to be able to help you. But it's up to you to make that decision. It's up to you to take that leap of faith. I know that for many of you listening to this workshop, you may have never been on a workshop with me before, but I am here and I am going to be helping you every step of the way. You just need to take the next step. You need to put some faith in me, put your trust in me. And again, you're backed up by the 30-day money back guarantee. You can change your mind. There's no hoops to jump through. We'll give you your money back if you're not satisfied, and you've got your double your money back guarantee as well. So there is only upside with you. Now, I did mention that this is something that would be affordable to absolutely anyone, accessible to absolutely anyone. And I really believe that. And I believe that for multiple reasons. Firstly, the vast majority of people in the Western world have got access to finances to be able to buy something like this, even if it's a significant investment, which I'm definitely not disputing here. Now, the way that you would get started using the minimum payment method is to first go to the URL that you can see, go to that link, and we've pasted it in the chat box there for you. It's on the screen as well. Go to that URL and choose to pay with a credit card. And when you do this, when you pay with a credit card, the nature of credit cards is that they allow you to pay a bare minimum each month if that's what you want to do. And depending on your credit card, this might be, equivalent to about $1 a day. Now, you should check this out for yourself. You should consult with your own bank if you want details. But I looked online at the Forbes credit card calculator, the Forbes credit card minimum payment calculator, and this is what it showed me. If I make a purchase of $3,497, that's what my credit card balance is. And if I've got a credit card rate of 24% and there's a 1% minimum payment, that would mean that each month the minimum that I would need to pay off my credit card would be $34.97 based on this combination of factors. And it may be slightly different to you, it may be very different to you. But generally speaking, as an indicator, this is the kind of thing that you see. So paying with a credit card, if you wanted, this is a potential way that you could leverage the bank's money, your credit card's money, to get in for just over $1 a day, okay? And the other thing that I'll say is sometimes PayPal is a good option as well. So if you're in the USA, I'm not sure if it's in the UK, but certainly the USA, PayPal credit may be a good option for some people. And from what I understand, and you should verify this for yourself, because it might be different for different people, but I think PayPal credit gives you 6 months with 0 payments and 0 interest. So if you want to pay with PayPal, you can go to the link that you can see on the screen there, and you can get started, okay? And you can choose the PayPal option to get started. Now, we will take some questions in a moment. Firstly, though, I want to hammer home what the costs are of running the business, because this is a really important thing. So what I've done is I've summarized everything down onto this slide for you, and I'm going to break it down piece by piece. Now, if you are in the process of getting in, please keep pushing forward. It looks like we've got 3 of those Fast 50 action taker bonuses left now, and I'll update that on that shortly. So in fact, if you've just decided that you are going to get in, give me a number 4 in the question box if you've just decided, and I'll make sure you get one of those final 50. Okay, Sharon, Amy, Christian. Okay, we've got more than 4 people here. Okay, okay, guys, let's do this. Once you finish jumping in, just let me know that you are in, and we'll be downloading that chat log, and we'll make sure that you get the Fast 50 bonuses, okay? But right now, this slide is important, because when you're running a business, you are gonna have the following types of costs from an online business. And I like to think of these as infrastructure or utility costs, and these are things that enable the online business to function. So you've got a domain name, and GoDaddy is well known for these. You can get them for about $10 a year. And then you've got hosting, and this is how your web page can be online. And this typically costs, at the low end, $5 to $6 a month, and up to $50 per month or more, depending on the amount of traffic you've got, how many websites you've got, and so on and so forth. And HostGator have a entry-level price for multiple websites of $17.95 per month. So that's a good sort of baseline to use there. Now, the third cost that we see with online businesses that leverage a subscriber base, like what we're doing with 123 Profit, is related to sending out emails. And the tools are called autoresponders. And the good news here is that the ability to send out emails is one of the ways we can accelerate our profits the most. It's actually very, very profitable. In fact, it's the most profitable part of any online business that I've got. But you still need the technology to be able to do this. And it's simply not it's just not going to be possible for you to send out hundreds or thousands of emails without this kind of a technology. And you're looking at $100 a month for entry-level plans at some different autoresponders, like that's what SendLane will charge you as an example. Now, the fourth cost of running a business is the technology to build, monitor, and tweak the actual web pages. And you may be familiar with some different software out there. ClickFunnels is one of them you might have heard of. Leadpages is another. ClickFunnels have an entry-level plan of $147 per month, and it goes up from there if you're on the monthly plan. So if we sum this all up, you've got $10 per year for a domain name. Let's call that $1 per month. You've got $17 a month for hosting. You've got $100 a month for an autoresponder, and the web page builder could be $147 a month. So adding all of that up, you'd get to about $265 per month to run an online business. And that's scary for people who are jumping in. So this is the really important part that I want you to understand, guys. With 123 Profit, we've come up with a solution to make sure that these costs don't become a roadblock for you. So you will need to buy your own domain name, okay? You're gonna need to do that. It's gonna cost you about $10. But you won't have any of these other costs for your first 100 days. We're just going to absorb them. We're going to take care of them for you. And secondly, from 100 days onwards, if you want to continue to use our in-house tools, you're going to be able to do this at what is effectively cost price, which means about $1 per day to be able to send out emails, $1 per day to be able to build out your pages, about 30 cents per day to host your page. So you're looking at ballpark $2.30 per day, roughly speaking, if you want to use our in-house tools. And again, you only need to worry about this after 100 days. The first 100 days, you won't have any of these costs. And I just want to stress this, none of these like infrastructure or utility costs, you're not going to have any of these in your first 100 days. Again, I'm repeating myself, but it's important that you know what your costs are going to be. All you're going to have to begin with is a domain name, which you can get for about $10. And we're never going to tie you into any kind of complicated billing cycles or anything like that, okay? You could use your own tools, you can make your own decisions. We're just going to be sharing the best blueprint that exists for building a business online, okay? Now, the next most common and good question that I see is related to traffic. We are recommending you start with really, really cheap paid traffic. Now, we do teach free traffic as well, but that's not the path that we're using to begin with. We recommend you use a micro budget of $5 to $25 a day until you're making profits. And then free traffic can be an option too. And we're going to show you how you can do this. Now, I am going to take some questions here in just a moment, but firstly, let me cover a couple more things. One of the things that people always ask me when we're sharing this with them is, how long is it going to take me to make money? I've shared with you today how you can make money potentially in under 24 hours. This is a system that can be used to make money online in under 24 hours. It's the fastest system that I know of, but I can't guarantee that that's going to happen to you. I won't be surprised if that happens. And by the way, it only happens once you've got traffic coming in. So without traffic, your business has no lifeblood. But we're going to be showing you how to get traffic, and you don't even need much traffic as soon as you dive in and get going here. Okay. And what's the average amount the system can make? Look, again, talking about averages is complicated, and I don't think there's any right answer. But what I will tell you is, even if you only get to $100 in profit per day based on your investment here, then you're looking at a 900% return on investment over the course of just 1 year. And not only that, but if you're looking at the ads and the traffic that you're spending, and if you're able to get a 100% return on that investment every single day, which is what we aim for, and that's where, for example, you're spending $10 and getting $20 back, then you can almost immediately start reinvesting your profits. And at that stage, you're playing with what we call house money. You're playing with the profits of the system, okay? So it can absolutely work for you. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know in the question box if you've got any questions around that. And again, don't delay. Go ahead and jump in right now if you want to get in. And I will be taking some questions here in just a second. Let's see. I'm going to be, okay, we're going to be taking a few questions here. First, I'll just leave this screen here up so you can see the steps that we go through here. And again, it's not complicated. It's something that you could absolutely do. All right, so I will take some questions now. Can a newbie, someone who's got no online business experience, do this? Absolutely, yes, you could absolutely do this. In fact, let's do something fun. Let me pull up the stats and I'll show you the stats just while I'm taking some questions there so you can see what's possible. And we are now at $5,471, $5,471 there, okay? How much time is it going to take me? We recommend somewhere to allow for somewhere in the 5 to 10 hours per week, okay, to get going. Now, once you've got your system up and running, it's not going to take you long at all to be able to run that. If we're not actually selling products, then why does it make sense that we would get paid a commission? This is really important. I want you to understand this. I mean, what we're talking about here is often referred to as CPA marketing, which means cost per action. And it's where companies can pay us, potentially pay you, to generate information, to provide information to them. And some of the biggest companies in the world, they do this. So you look at Geico Insurance there as an example. Look at Uber, look at Nutrisystems, Apple, Microsoft, American Express. There are lots more. And what these companies do is they enable us to be able to help them, and they compensate us for doing that. So it's completely robust. It's legitimate, and it's been something that's been working for decades online. So normally, you know, and I just saw my commissions just jump up there. They just went up to another $15. So we just got a $15 commission. I don't know if you saw that, but anyway, that's a good example of how this works. But normally, what these companies that pay us are looking for is information around who their target audience is. And this is sometimes like an email address, sometimes it's a zip code, sometimes it's a name, sometimes it's multiple things. And they pay us because they want to enable us to help them with their marketing, the same way that they do television commercials, the same way that they do sponsorships, the same way that they run some paid ads in their own business. They are using the system that we can provide them as a tool in their toolbox, and they compensate us for it. However, we get huge upside because we get to actually keep the leads as well. So we're getting multiple different ways to make money there. And I can see that we're now on 5,586. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like we might have just got a commission come in that I missed. So I'm not sure if I missed it. I've been looking down at the question box here. Guys, if you are on the fence right now, if you're thinking about getting into this, but you're not sure, maybe there's something that you need to know, just type fence in the question box, big capital letters, FENCE, fence. And after the word fence, let me know why you are on the fence, okay? Because I want to be able to help you here today. And people that are in, and actually we did blast through that Fast 50, so a few people were asking about that. We're now at 63 people who have jumped in. So let's do this. Let's extend it by another, let's extend it by another 17. So we'll take it up to 80. If you're going to be jumping in, if you're in the process of getting in, please just let us know. We do actually download the question log, and we can see the people that said they were getting in. So if you're saying I didn't see, you didn't answer my other question, we may have missed it. I'm sorry about that. We do have a lot of activity in the question box, so I'm sorry if I've missed that. Just type it in again. If you're already a member, okay, if you're already a member and you don't know how to access the system, you can email us at support@123profit.com, support@123profit.com, okay, and I'll share the support link a little bit later. Sonia says, I'm just on the fence. I'm worried about not making money back within 30 days. It's going to be tight for me, so I want to be sure. What I can say, Sonia, is I don't know if you're going to make all of your money back or some of your money back in the first 30 days. I'll certainly expect you to be able to make some money in that period of time. However, you do have the money back guarantee to fall back on as well. Okay, so Jason says he's on the fence because it's more expensive than anything he's seen recently. I can't speak specifically to what you might have seen recently, Jason, but I can say that this business model is radically different to anything that I've seen before and has got so much more in it. I mean, we have left no stone unturned and trying to deliver absolutely everything that we could into this. So I feel like oftentimes in life you get what you pay for, and we didn't come into this building it as something that we wanted to be sold for $100 or even $1,000. That question didn't even come into our mind. We actually went about building it, and then and only then did we say, okay, then at this point we're now going to figure out what we can sell it for. And we actually started with $9,997 as the price, and we came down from there. Let's see what else we've got here. Tried on a card, but I got an error message. So guys, what I want you to do is, and we've had a few people who have had issues with checkout, and that's fine. We're going to be able to get you in. I'm going to help you get in. We are going to solve this, but you still need to make sure that you try to get it working here today. And the first thing that you need to do is go to the URL that you can see on the screen, and it's going to open up a page that looks like this, okay? And when you're on this page, there's not much to see, actually. It's just a little overview. Shows you that you've got that the checkout is by ClickBank. You're going to get instant access. It says right down here, you've got 30-day money back guarantee. And then you just need to click on one of these buttons. So I know that this is working because I can see that we've had a good number of you already jump in. So to the people that mentioned that they couldn't open the page, just make sure that you're using the correct URL, the correct link that you should be able to see there, okay? And we'll get that, we'll paste that again in the chat box now, okay? So you should see that coming into the chat box again now. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What you want to do is you want to get to this page here, okay? And then you can make your investment. Now, if you do have an issue when you are on this page, then let us know and we will be able to help you out. And that's the beauty of being on a live workshop with us right here. We are live with you, and we can help you as we, if you come into any issues. Okay. So there are a bunch of people that are saying they're on the fence because they can't afford it. So we've got the split payment plan, which I know is still going to be potentially a stretch for some people, but we do have 4 payments of $997. That might help you. Otherwise, beyond that, we don't have other payment plans, unfortunately. You could potentially leverage your credit card using that minimum payment method that I shared with you earlier. That's basically leveraging your bank and making the minimum sort of payment on a monthly basis. You might be able to qualify for a PayPal credit, potentially, if you're in the United States. Otherwise, I think it's time for you to start thinking about how you can get the money, not focus so much on you can't get the money, but rather focus on how can you get the money? What could you do? Could you work with a business partner? Could you, is there something else? Could you get a temporary loan from a family member or something like that? And see what you can do there, because there's not really much more that I can actually help you with in that regard, okay? But I am trying to give you some ideas here, though, at least to what you could potentially do, okay? The exchange rate is expensive for people outside the United States. Totally get that, Kathy. I mean, the price is the same regardless of where you are in the world. And this is training that I believe is an absolute bargain and worth every penny. Okay, now I do have some more surprises, so I'm going to be jumping back over to the slides. There are a few more things that I want work through with you here, which I think you'll find interesting. So let me get to some of these, and I will be on to take more questions a little bit later. So if I didn't get to your question, don't worry about that. We will come back to it. What I want to talk about now is to do with cash flow, and cash flow is so important in business, and that's exactly what you're going to be able to tap into with 123 Profit. We're talking about cash flow. We're talking about getting cash flow basically from the outset. So being able to run a business that's profitable from the outset. And that alone is something that could solve many financial headaches you may have in your life. I mean, if you've got an extra $100 coming in a day, then that's huge. And if you can get to, $273 coming in a day, guess what? That's $100,000 a year. And I know millionaires, people with who are worth millions of dollars, who don't have that kind of cash flow, and they can't live with complete freedom because they don't have the cash to do so. But what we're talking about here is a system that can be making you money every single day, and the potential is huge. I mean, we've shared with you month after month after month. You've seen the kind of money that we've made even just today, and you can do this. Okay, you can absolutely do this, but you need to take the leap of faith, and you do it right now. And if you do it, in fact, in the next 10 minutes, and let me do this, let me bring up a 10-minute countdown timer. I'm going to try to sweeten the deal here a little bit for you, and I'm going to start my timer. We can see that running there now. If you get in the next 10 minutes, just to sweeten the deal, we're going to be doing something extra special here, okay? And don't wait any longer. If you want to jump in right now. And if you've already jumped in, we'll make sure you get this. But if you jump in the next 10 minutes, we are going to give you a free resort stay, okay? It's a free hotel stay, which may have some very small taxes, surcharges, things like that. But the hotels and the resorts here have got a typical price normally of around about $350 per night. You're going to be able to stay in one of these things for up to 7 nights, depending on which one it is. Depending on which one, it might be less for some of them, but up to 7 nights in a whole wide range of hotels and different countries around the world. Now, you might be wondering, well, how does this tie in? The fact of the matter is, it's just a nice perk for being a member. Okay, and being a member does have its upsides, and this is one of them. So the reason we can do this is because we've partnered with the company that gives away the empty resort rooms. So if you imagine that most hotels are never 100% full, most of them have some empty rooms, and if they've got an empty room, they don't make any money. But if they've got someone in that room, then they can at least make some money. And they make some money in different ways. Maybe it's because you're using the minibar. Maybe it's because you're eating at the restaurant that they've got at the hotel. Maybe it's something else. And there are small taxes and surcharges, which might cost $20 or $30 a day. But it's still a win-win. It's a win-win for the hotel. It's certainly a win for you. So the partnership that we've got, it's not something that is free to us. It costs us money to be able to do this. And that's why we are limiting it to the next 8 minutes. This is not something that every single member of 123 Profit is going to get. In fact, it's a limited time bonus for people who are on this workshop now. And you're going to get up to 7 nights luxury accommodation in any one of over 1,800 beautiful locations across the globe, 37 different countries. You can stay for a long weekend. You can drive. You can drive somewhere. And again, there are like hundreds and hundreds of different options here. You could go somewhere in the United States. Look through this: Atlanta, Boston, Colorado Springs, Daytona Beach, Cape Cod, Nashville, New Orleans, New York City, Lake Tahoe. The list goes on and on and on. Hawaii is another one. Or maybe you want to get over into the UK, check out Edinburgh, Glasgow up in Scotland, or London, or maybe get down to Australia. There are so many amazing places that you can go to, and this is something that enables it. Come down here to New Zealand, where I am, and you can enjoy your time down here. But or Canada. I mean, Asia. By the way, the level of the hotels in Asia is the highest that I've seen anywhere in the world. I mean, some of the hotels there are amazing. So that's another option. Or Europe. I mean, wherever you want to go, there's an option here for you to get a free stay in a hotel, and it could be virtually anywhere in the world. We've partnered up with a company that enables this to happen. There are normally some taxes and surcharges that you need to pay, but these are in the realm of $20, $30 a night compared to the hotel price, which is actually going to be free, which is normally $350 a night or something in that ballpark. okay? So massive upside here. There are no catches or anything like that. You just get in and we will share with you how this works once you're on the inside, okay? You're going to be able to redeem this one time, from the moment you redeem it, you've got like 18 months to actually use it. I think that the location you need to go, you can choose, needs to be at least 100 miles from or a couple of 100 kilometers from where you live. So that was like one fine print that I found, but people have used this, guys, and it really works, and it's awesome. So we'll give you another 5 minutes to get into that. And reminder, please let me know I'm in. Once you are in, if you are in process, also just let me know process, okay? Let me know process, okay? And I can see that Targa said, I'm traveling to Phuket in October. That's awesome. So you might be able to use that as well. Okay, all right, guys. So a few more things I want to recap here, and we'll be shutting this down very soon. So don't delay. Go ahead and jump in now if you want to do it. Now, something that I think people sort of neglect to think about from time to time is what they actually want in their lives. It's a good question to ask because it makes you think, like, what do you genuinely want in your life for you and your family? Could a business that gives you an extra couple of $100 a day, maybe $1,000 a day, would that kind of a business allow you to completely change your possibilities? Because that's what we're talking about here. This is another way that you can do this. And the one thing I love about online businesses is that they can get results and they can change your fortunes so quickly. Like, you could be someone who has been struggling for years with getting something going, maybe your whole life to get something going. But with an online business, when you get the right one, when you get a recipe that's dialed in, it's something that can make a real change in a matter of weeks. Now, even if it takes you a couple of months, and a little bit of trial and error and a little bit of hand-holding from our support team, if that enables you to get to the finish line, I mean, wouldn't that be worth it? Because that's what we are talking about here today. And I think right now, 2023, starting a new year, you've got the whole year ahead of you. And if you want to get different results, it's important that you try something new, that you move forward, that you get better, that you adapt, that you keep pushing yourself forwards. Don't do the same thing you've always done if you want different results. This is something that is radically different. It's never existed before, so I know it's different to anything you've done in the past. And I am absolutely convinced that if you take small steps forward each day, this is something that can work with you. And I want to help you. I mean, the same way that I've helped thousands of people that I've worked with in the past. And these are people that have come into our programs and earned thousands of dollars per day. Now, none of these people have been in this particular program because this is brand new, but they have been along the journey with me in the past. And I've helped thousands, tens of thousands of people get started online, and I can help you as well. And the one thing that the faces you're seeing on this screen here all have in common is that at one point in time, they were on a workshop just like this one, and they decided to take the leap of faith and work with me. And it was life-changing for them, just like it could be for you, but you need to take that leap of faith. So if you're someone that is struggling to make a decision, just jump in right now. Don't wait any longer. Jump in right now. If you do it in the next 2 minutes and 44 seconds, you're going to get that holiday bonus that I just mentioned, just for good measure, and you're going to get everything else as well. I'm not even sure where we are with the Fast 50 bonus, but if you jump in the next 2 minutes and 34 seconds, I'll make sure you get that. So type a 5 in the question box if you've decided that you've just decided that you're getting in. Let me know. I'm going to call out some names here. Darren, Melissa, Evelyn, typing in 5s. Awesome, guys. Congratulations. Sharon, working on getting in, says Daniel. Awesome. Congratulations, guys. We've got another couple of minutes for you to actually do that. All right. And I do have more questions. We'll take these again in just a second, and I'll recap the vacation bonus as well. So basically the way that works is if you jump in the next, or make a decision to jump in the next 1 minute and 50 seconds, you're going to be able to get up to 7 nights of luxury accommodation. It's in different places around the world. It's a win-win for the hotels and for you. It costs us some money to be able to bring this to you, but that's the the special bonus there. And if you decide to get in the next 1 minute and 30 seconds, we can extend this to you, but you need to get in right now, okay? So give me a 5 in the question box if you are deciding to get in. Millie, Heather, Angela, Billy, Ding, Jason is in process, Joanna, Henry, Alex, Bill, Joe. Okay, guys, congratulations. Please, for those of you that typed in 5, let me know once you've actually finished jumping in there, please, so we get a record of that, and I can make sure that I upgrade you to the bonus, because I realize that with 1 minute left on the timer, you might not actually finish before that timer gets down to 0, and as long as you let me know once you finish jumping in, Jackie, I can see you as well. And if I've missed you, don't freak out. We do have a question box here, which is lots of activity in it, so if I didn't read out your name, that's okay, guys. We're gonna we will get there. I will come back to the question box, but now's the time to take action and turn this into something which could change your life. The 3 steps are incredibly simple. It's identifying a winning offer. We're going to show you how to do that. Setting up a web page. We're going to show you how to do that and enable you to do it in a very short space of time. And we're going to guide you through driving micro amounts of traffic and getting things profitable. So you can see how you can make hundreds of dollars from a single lead, okay, from a single subscriber. You can see how you've been able to set up a very simple web page and then accelerate the profits. And we're giving you everything that you need to succeed with this. So I can see the timer is flashing there. So I'll just stop that for now. And congratulations to everyone who jumped in that 10-minute period. It looks like a bunch of you managed to get in, which is awesome. And if you're still here, remember that I do have a free gift for everyone at the end of the workshop. So stick around for that. And there are a few more bits and pieces that I want to mention here as well. Now, accelerating the profits, there are multiple ways that we do this. One of them is just by enabling the mail machine, our software that we've got, which is integrated with everything that we do, to automate sending out simple emails. And I'll tell you what, we've got subscribers who have been subscribing with us for 15 years at this point, and they're opening our emails, and we're still delivering value. And as a byproduct of that, we're able to keep making money. So this is amazing. I'm going to recap the components one final time now, guys, but don't wait until the end of the workshop, please. If you want to get in, go ahead and do it right now. I would hate for you to miss out because you know, you didn't get in time or anything like that. So go ahead right now and finish jumping in, and let me know once you are in. And this will be the last time that I go through the components. So here we go. Let's talk about the things that we are giving you that are going to enable you to aim to reach $500 per day in profit as fast as humanly possible. The first component is the mission control. I mean, if I had to put a price tag on this, this is easily worth the price of admission all on its own, because it packages up over 15 years of experience of us running this. You've got over 100 step-by-step videos there. You've got the blueprint, and it's all housed inside the members area that you're going to get login details to. You've got over-the-shoulder mentoring. You've got checkpoints every step of the way. So mission control, component number one, really, really important. This alone is easily worth the price of admission. The live coaching sessions that we're going to be giving you are also easily worth at least a couple of $1,000s here, because you're getting weekly live sessions, and not just one, but multiple. So for example, every week when you come in, you're going to have a live core training webinar. This is where we spell out the things that we're working through at any given period in time. If there's homework, we talk about it. We show you what you need to do to take action. And we also share with you new videos that might have just been released about what we're doing. Also, Zoom sessions as well, extensive Q&A sessions where we can just make sure that we're answering all of your questions, and live interaction with us, demonstrations, and so much more. You're definitely not going to be underdone when it comes to live sessions with us. We're going to be there working with you, working for you, essentially every step of the way. The value is huge. The $50,000 case study, we were actually dared to put this together. So we were working through our pilot program with the members in there, and then one of them said, why don't you show us how fast you can do this? Show me how you can get to $50,000 in like no time. We're like, okay. So we went ahead and we did it, and we recorded what we did, and we've packaged it up. And if you're in the members area, you're able to access this right now. actually. So that's waiting for you in the members area. And this is the kind of thing that I craved and actually struggled to find when I was getting started online, almost 20 years ago. I wanted examples. I wanted to see for real how people were doing this so that I could kind of replicate it. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So the value here is huge. I mean, we've never done anything like this before. And you're seeing how we made over $50,000. In fact, you're also going to see in the case study how the $50,000 that we made is like the initial amount of money, but how we also built up an asset which could easily make us another $50,000 in the weeks ahead. So that's pretty exciting. The profit suite, I mean, this is where you're getting the ultimate shortcuts, the shortcuts that are going to eliminate the potential obstacles that you would otherwise face. So we're talking about the internal master list. We're talking about the mail machine. We're talking about Phantom. So this is a combination of templates, of technology, of access that you just can't get anywhere else. I mean, this has been built from the ground up. We've spent close to or around about $1 million and a couple of years of hard work and actually doing this. You're also getting all of our templates, all our done-for-you pages, emails, other content, things that we have perfected over the years that you can use to start building this business. And again, all of these components are designed to help you hit the ground running. They're designed to help you start making money as quickly as humanly possible. Okay, so again, this is the done for you confidential, and the value here is enormous. I mean, how do you put a specific price tag on something that we've been polishing for 15 years? You just can't get this anywhere else. The 7-figure accelerator. Scaling up can sometimes be tricky, but we hope that we've given you the solution here by giving you the fast track blueprint that we use to scale. I've done over $100 million in my businesses over the years. We've done millions of dollars in the business model that we're giving you here today. We know a thing or two about scaling, and we're going to be guiding you on that as part of the 6th component. You're getting the live event. This is easily worth a couple of $1,000s. You're getting this included free, okay, held over an entire weekend, and that's something you can enjoy from the comfort of your own home. So massive value there, and you're getting the incredible support every step of the way. And I absolutely believe that we have the very best support in the industry, and I'm grateful to work with these amazing people. And you're going to discover firsthand how amazing these people are, because these are people who have been in the trenches with us, who have been working with us for years, and they've got a lot of experience in building online businesses, but also more specifically in the business we're talking about today, 1, 2, 3 Profit, okay? And they're going to help you every step of the way. And I tell you what, it's impossible to put a dollar value on this level of support, because it could be the difference between you being able to make money or not making money with this. So it's absolutely invaluable, and these guys are just amazing, and you're going to see that for yourself as we dive in, as you dive into all of this. You're getting the certification system, the achievement badges. You're getting cash prizes as well as we go along the training. We do lots of things where we like to have a lot of fun with it. So we've got lots of prizes to keep you motivated. And these prizes are not just for people who are making the most money. In fact, they're more about incentivizing you to take action. So again, this could be a lot of fun for you to participate in. But the bottom line is you're getting everything you need, absolutely everything you need. And you need to jump in right now. If you want to do this, make a decision today. In fact, just get in, secure your spot. We are very close. I can't stress this enough. We're very close to actually closing the doors to 1, 2, 3 Profit now, because we are getting very close to hitting capacity. It could happen in the next few hours. It could happen today. It's going to happen very soon. And what's going to happen when we close the doors is that link just won't work anymore. You'll go to a page and it'll say, sorry, you've missed out. And this is not false scarcity. This is just a fact of the matter. We will shut down when we hit capacity. We are absolutely going to make sure that we shut down one way or another in the next few days. So you need to get in right now. The next training session is on Friday. And by the way, when you go in, you're also going to get immediate access to early bird training, to interviews, to the case study, and to different bits and pieces to allow you to hit the ground running. Okay, so, but you do need to jump in. And again, once you're on the inside, you can check out if everything that we are sharing with you here today is accurate, and if it's a good program, and you can actually test it out for yourself. And if it's not, if you decide that's not what you were looking for, that's fine. We'll give you your money back. No hard feelings, no questions asked. You don't need any reason for that. You've got that 30-day money back guarantee, ironclad, that you can fall back onto, okay? But you do need to decide to jump in, otherwise you will miss out on this. And look, I get that it's a big investment. I know that a lot of people have mentioned in the question box that they're on the fence because it's a big investment. The thing that I want to leave you with here is that it is a big investment, but in terms of what you're getting, I think it's worth every penny, because this is not like anything else you would have seen before. This is about spending money, investing money in education and tools that could change your business forever. And that does mean that you might need to go outside your comfort zone and make a big investment. But look, when you do that, you're putting yourself in a position to win. And again, let's not ever forget that you are backed up 100% by the money back guarantee, and even beyond that with the double your money back guarantee. Now, I've always seen that my biggest wins come when I go outside my comfort zone, okay? So if this means going outside your comfort zone, that's okay. Go ahead and do it, because you're going to be putting yourself in a position to achieve something amazing, which quite frankly is going to be impossible for you to achieve using this model if you're not in, because no one else out there teaches this model. You can't get this anywhere else. This is completely unique. No one else is doing this, and you can secure access today for one payment of $3,497 or 4 payments of $997. And you've got that minimum payment method as well, which means investing in this using your credit card to make the minimum payments. PayPal credit might be an option for some people, but you need to get in. You need to jump in right now. And as the old saying goes, if you do nothing, nothing will change. Everything stays the same. But when you are in, you're in a position to win. Now, for those of you worried about time, I understand that. What we're asking you for is 5 to 10 hours per week to get things up and running. Once things are up and running, you're not going to have to spend 5 to 10 hours per week. Now, I don't know of any online business that you can start on less than 5 to 10 hours per week. If you know a better business model out there that you can start with less risk, that's got the same amount of upside, then fantastic. Go and do it. But in my mind, this is the most powerful opportunity that I've seen in a long time. And what we're talking about here is giving you the tools, giving you the education, giving you the understanding to be able to potentially change your life. And we're asking you for 5 to 10 hours per week. And if you can't spare 5 hours per week, that's fine, but this is not for you. But I don't know what you're going to be able to do that is better than this or even comparable to this on 5 hours per week. You need to invest some time and you need to prioritize this. So if you want to have massive change in your life, then make it a priority. And if funds are tight, then you might need to get resourceful here. I was speaking about this earlier. If you're on the fence because you feel like you can't afford it, what can you do? What can you do to make sure that you can afford it? Is there someone you can borrow some money from? Can you use a credit card? Can you get a business partner? What can you do? Can you ask your boss for an advance? I don't know what the answer is because it's going to be different for everyone. But you need to do something. And the one thing I will say, though, is that what I've noticed over the years is that the people who are most resourceful, the people that are able to think outside the box, they're also the people that tend to get the best results. So if that's you right now, then fine. Just embrace the fact that it's going to be challenging for you and get in anyway. And if you can find a way to get in, if you can see the power here, then I'm sure you're going to do it, because this is the biggest opportunity that I've seen come along online since I've been online, so since 2005. And you've got no financial downside from this. You can come in, take a look around. If it's not right for you, that's fine. We'll give you your money back. But you need to get in right now, because if you wait any longer, you're going to risk missing out. And if you're serious about change, you need to put yourself in a position to be able to get it. And that might mean changing some habits. And the best way to change habits are by being repeatedly exposed to the training, the tools, and the systems that people who have seen and continue to see big success use. That's how you can hardwire success into your life. And that's exactly what we're doing here. But don't wait. Don't just keep waiting. When people wait for everything in their life to be perfect before doing something, they actually end up doing nothing, because nothing is ever going to be 100% perfect. You get action when you get off your butt and you actually do something. Stop making excuses about why you can't do something and just do it. And life will reward you for that, because life's not just going to drop your dreams into your lap. It doesn't work like that. You take action and then you get results. And the only thing you can do right now, if you want to be part of this, is to take action by going to the URL that you can see on the screen there and jumping in. And you know what's going to happen when you do that? You're going to put yourself in a position where you could potentially be making money like what we're showing you here. And we're now at $5,775. That's today so far. That's today so far. It's going to keep going up today. Okay, that's today so far. And we've done just about $2,000. We've done $1,998 since we started this workshop. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get the exact same results as what we're getting here. I'm not saying that you're going to get $106,000 in a single month, like you're seeing here. That was last month, by the way. I'm going to bring that back to today now. What I am saying is you are going to learn the exact system that we use to do this. You are going to have the tools that we use to do this. We're going to be putting you in a position where you can succeed with this, but only if you're on the inside. So take action right now and be fortunate for the fact of the matter, which is that you are here right now seeing this opportunity, which is not something I can say for like 99.999% of the world's population. Of the 8 billion people, there's a relatively small handful of you on this workshop right now. And for those of you that are getting in, congratulations, because you are taking advantage of this opportunity. And the thing about money that people worry about is they worry about paying for something and not getting good value from it. They worry about paying something and then not getting what they hoped they would get. When you buy something, you want to get more from that exchange than the value of keeping that money and spending on something else. And with 123 Profit, what we're doing is we are asking you to exchange your money for training and tools that are designed to help you make more money. So what else do you need to know right now? Let me know in the question box. What is it that you need to know to feel certain, to feel confident about making this exchange? Let me know. We are here to help you in the question box, and I'm going to be here for about another 10 minutes, and then that's it. And just while you're doing that, remember that you are backed up, not just 100%, but 200% by our guarantees. Now, could you figure this out on your own? Probably, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of information on YouTube and different places these days. The challenge is not just finding information, it's finding the right information. And the wrong information can lead you down a costly rabbit hole. I think most people have experienced that sometimes. Trial and error is the worst way to learn because it's the most inefficient. Like, you don't need to make the mistakes we made. You don't need to. I mean, that's why you're investing here, so you can bypass all the mistakes and you can learn on day one exactly what you need to do, and on day two exactly what you need to do. And that's how you get results. And to the people, a couple of people were mentioning, and rightly so, that it's expensive, but we are giving you something you cannot get anywhere else. We have engineered a truly one-of-a-kind solution here. You just can't get anywhere else. I mean, we've poured everything into removing all of the obstacles, into setting you up so that you can come into this, if you're serious about it, and get life-changing results. We have built a system that does that. And this isn't for the hobbyist. This isn't for the person who has a slight desire to get ahead in life. This is for people who are serious. And if you're listening to me right now, then you probably know who you are. I mean, this is clearly not right for some people. I mean, if you don't believe what I've said, it's not right for you. If you don't, if what I'm saying is not resonating with you, then that's fine. It might not be for you. But if you like what I'm saying, if you've seen what I'm sharing with you and it resonates with you, and if you've seen the power of what I'm doing here, and if you're willing to put your faith in me, and you don't even have to put that much faith in me, by the way, because you've got that incredible guarantee that basically removes any faith from the equation, then jump in, because you're getting something which is potentially going to change your life. Okay, now's the time. If you do nothing, you know what's going to happen. You're going to be in the exact same situation, and you might be happy with that. But I think the reason that most people are on this workshop right now, and we've been together for over 2 hours, is because there is more to life than this. There's more than what you've got right now. And I was talking to a friend about this the other day, and they said, you know, are you happy with what you've got? Yeah, I'm happy with what I've got, but I know I can get more. I know I can do more. So you can be perfectly happy and still take a new opportunity. You can always improve your life. The best can even get better. The current businesses you're doing could be even better by adding something like this into the mix. Now, one of the last things I want to leave you with here is that this is about the process you use. It's not about your ability. You don't need any special skills. Okay? It's about using the process, using the tools, and letting us guide you. And that's why, if you've struggled for years in the past, if you've tried things and just failed, and if you've been burnt in the past, it doesn't matter, because this is a new opportunity that you can use, and it's not going to rely on talent or ability. It's about the process. And the first step in that process is getting started right now. Go to that link that you can see right now and get started. Now is the time to do this. Okay, now's the time to jump in. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one final thing here, and let me get things ready for here. I'm going to bring up a 10-minute countdown timer, and if you decide to jump in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to make sure that you get the vacation bonus that I shared with you, and I'm going to go even better than that and make sure you get an additional bonus, which I'm sharing with you on the screen now. This is a special bonus, which is for the last 10 minutes of this workshop, and I want you to make a decision one way or another. And when that timer gets down to 0, you are I'm gonna expect that you would have made a decision one way or another. And this is honestly, it's for your benefit, not mine, because there's nothing worse than spending a couple of hours and not being able to make a decision. I mean, you're just in no man's land at that point. So make a decision one way or another to either get in or not to get in, and then live by that decision. So if you're deciding in the next 10 minutes to get in, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to that link. I don't want you to wait until the end of the workshop, because if you do that, then you are going to risk some technical glitch or something getting in the way. Okay. So the first thing is, if you decide to get in, just jump in. And as a bonus for you, if you do jump in, I'm going to extend the holiday bonus to you. This could be worth thousands. It's the free stay in a hotel, and there's over 1,800 of them in the world. This is just a nice perk of membership. I've explained this, and you don't have to pay for the room. You just pay for some basic, some basic taxes and a surcharge, that kind of a thing. It might cost you $30 a night instead of hundreds of dollars a night. That's the first thing. The second thing I'll give you is complete access to Outsource Mastery, which is a training program that I've put together where I walked you through how to leverage outsourcing in your business, and not just your business, but your life. And this includes 29 videos. It's got 16 downloadable resources, copy paste templates, and more. And this is going to help you get started with outsourcing. And by the way, this is a course that has had over 50,000 members go through it. And we've sold this for $997 in the past. So this is a real deal training that you're going to get, but you do have to jump in the next, 7 minutes and 45 seconds, okay? All right, guys, now is the time to jump in. I'm going to recap a couple of things here for you. I'm going to tell you the story about the $1 million behind the door. And this is a story about perseverance, and it's a story about the fact that sometimes you try something online and it doesn't work, but that doesn't mean you should give up. There are inevitably going to be multiple barriers that you may have in being able to achieve something. And I'm actually going to turn on my webcam now as well. Let's see if that works. And it looks like it's good to go. So I'm going to leave that on for like the next 7 minutes, just so that you can see me as we talk through these different points. And again, the $1 million behind the door is about having faith in something and continuing to do it. What we see over and over online is that people give up at the first barrier, the first door. They don't get through the first door. It might be procrastination. It might be, well, it could be anything. It could be a price tag. It could be not knowing how to do something. But if you battle through and never give up, then you can claim your prize. And in this case, in the scheme of 1, 2, 3 profit, the prize is being able to get your hands on a system that no one else has ever been exposed to, use tools that no one else has ever been exposed to, something that we've been polishing and refining since 2006. That's the prize. And then it's to use that prize to generate cash flow for you, cash flow that could change your life. But you need to take the leap of faith, and you need to jump in, and you need to do it right now. Otherwise, you will miss out. Now, we've seen over and over again that there are 5 psychological barriers that tend to stop people, and money is the first of them. And I completely understand that money is a real restriction for some people, but oftentimes it's still a psychological barrier. Because if you said to me, Aidan, if you don't get $997 together today, your little finger's going to fall off, then I would find a way to get that money together. So it's about priority for the most part, and it's about understanding what's important and just doing whatever it takes. If you knew that your little finger was going to fall off if you didn't get $997 together today, you'd do whatever it took. You'd go door to door, knocking on doors if you had to. That's an extreme example, but I want to get the point across to you that money for a lot of people is a psychological roadblock. Time. Time is an excuse, honestly. You prioritize the things that are important to you. You're prioritizing being on this workshop right now, which is awesome, but you still need to make some time to run the business. So you don't need much time, 5 hours per week to get going. You don't need much time at all. And that's nothing. Considering your life in the scheme of things, to get something going which could be paying you hundreds of dollars per day for the foreseeable future, that's just a no-brainer. Your ability, I've spoken about this. I get that, and I've been in the situation many times where I'm feeling concerned about doing something new because I haven't done it before. But what you need to know here is that your talent or your ability doesn't matter. You can lean on the process, you can lean on us, and you can let us help you, but you still need to be in to be able to do that. Confusion, aim for baby steps, get a quick win. And by quick win, I don't mean, make $10. I mean, make hundreds of dollars. Why not? You don't need much traffic to be able to do that. We can help you find an offer. We're going to show you how to do that based on metrics, not just based on, oh, I like that niche, but actually based on metrics to help you stack the odds of success in your favor. So that's the first thing. The second thing is setting up a very simple website. We're going to show you how to do that. And I say website, it's more like web page. I showed you one of these earlier that made us $50,000, and you set one of those up using the software, and then you turn the traffic on, and you don't need that much traffic because we're seeing these astronomical conversion rates. That's why you don't need much traffic, because if you can get 10 visitors and just 3 of them result in you making money, then great. That's great. That's 3 sales from 10 visitors. So get that first big one, and that'll get you past the confusion. And fear, this is a big one, but I think a lot of fear stems back to something that is emotional rather than rational. If you look at it rationally, if you look at it logically, you don't have any financial downside. You've got 30-day, no questions asked refund guarantee. I can promise you that we're good for that. We don't want to work with people that don't want to work with us. So if you change your mind inside 30 days, let us know. We'll give you your money back. There's no hoops you have to jump through, nothing like that. And then you've got the double your money back guarantee as well. Now, with the double your money back guarantee, how can we offer that? It seems absurd that we could do that, but it's not, because part of the requirement for the double your money back guarantee is that you follow the steps. And if you don't follow the steps, then you're not going to be able to get the results. If you do follow the steps, then you're going to get the results. And we're so sure that you're going to get the results that we can do the double your money back guarantee. So that's why we can do that with confidence. And the reality is that people grow in life when they go outside their comfort zone. And this starts with going through a zone of fear. And this is, your defense mechanisms kicking in and saying, don't do that, don't do that. This is something new. This is dangerous. You might get hurt. But again, when you look at this through a rational lens, you can see that your downside is basically negligible. The only thing that you really stand to lose here if you jump in is a few hours of your time, because you can get your money back. You already know that. I've said that like 100 times here today. That you can get your money back. So you do stand to lose a few hours of your time by going through some of the training. Maybe you'll go through some of the training and you'll decide this is not for you, but that's fine if you do that. At least you would have put yourself in a position to win, and I mean, I think that's worth the hours that you're investing there. But if you do get on the inside, you then transition into the learning zone that you can see there. And this is where you can acquire new skills. It's where you can grow, and your comfort zone automatically extends when you do that. And you get into this growth zone. And the magic happens when you go outside your comfort zone. And it's a simple way to think about this is the magic happens when you do something which is new, because you're putting yourself in a position to get new results then. And that's what we're talking about here. I can see there's 55 seconds left on the timer. There are a few more things that I want to do, but yeah, the timer is ticking down. Let me know in the question box. Give me a number 6 if you've decided that you are getting in. If you've decided that you are getting in, give me a number 6 in the question box. If you've decided that you're not going to get in, that's also fine. Give me a number 7, and if you've decided this is not for you, you can leave the workshop. There's no point in sticking around for the last few moments. We will be wrapping this up in a few minutes' time, but good on you at least for making a decision. And I've got my question box down here, and I can see that. Awesome. So Donald is deciding to get in. Daniel is getting in. Jamie is getting in. Charles, Sarah, Jonas, David, Philip, Ding says already in. Rosina, Lowry is in. Sonia is in, getting in later today. Awesome, guys, and I can see my timer has stopped there, so I'm going to stop that, but I will keep talking to you. And if you've decided you're going to jump in, please do it in the next couple of minutes before I finish the workshop, because I would hate for you to get stuck with a technical glitch which is going to stop you from getting in. Like if that happens right now, I'm going to be able to help you because I'll be able to see in the question box what's happened. I'll be able to help you. But if you try to get in later, things should work. But if it doesn't, then I'm not going to be able to help you. And if you've decided this is not right for you, that's absolutely fine. The timer has stopped. But if you decide to get in and let me know in the question box before the end of the workshop, then I'll make sure that you get the different bonuses, including the vacation bonus as well. I do have a couple of final things to wrap up on, and we will be absolutely wrapping this up in the next few minutes' time. So the first is that I feel like you deserve this. I mean, this image really sums it up for me. There are so many people that have succeeded online, and why not you? I remember when I was starting my journey, I kept thinking, this is actually something that kept me going. I thought, well, if other people are doing this, then surely I can do it. And you just never know how close you are. And the beauty of online businesses is that your fortunes can change really quickly, as long as you keep putting yourself in a position to succeed. With one of my other business partners, Steve, we often talk about a soccer strategy or a football strategy, which is you want to get the ball in front of the goal as many times as you can to put yourself in a position to succeed. And this has worked really, really well for me over my business career. I mean, I've been able to, do lots of things just by following that. So by following that idea, get yourself in front of goal to give yourself a chance of scoring. What you need to do here today is just get in. And that puts yourself in a position to be able to succeed with this. But you need to take action right now. We are so close to shutting this down to the public and not reopening, quite frankly, because once we shut our programs down, that's it. We don't bring any more people in. That's it. The reason we don't do that is because we just want to focus on training at that point, and bringing people in is a distraction. So. And by the way, if you're jumping in, that's to your benefit, I should add, that we don't take anyone else in. We lock everything down. We support you every step of the way. This is genuinely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You can see you've got a couple of different ways that you can pay there. You need to get in if money is tight. And I've spoken about this. You just need to find a way to make it happen if humanly possible. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. You've only got upside with our double your money back guarantee. No one offers this kind of thing. I can offer it because I'm that confident. I mean, I know with certainty what we are capable of. I've been doing this online, particularly this business model, since 2006 as part of my businesses here. And I know that you can succeed with this if you're willing to go outside your comfort zone and try something new. And the value that this could give to your life is on a whole other level. It could be, I mean, how do you put a value on lifestyle freedom, on financial freedom? It's almost impossible to value that. Like if I said to you, would you pay me $10,000 today if I could guarantee that you were going to have lifestyle freedom, financial freedom? Would you do it? I think you know, most people would, because $10,000 is nothing for a life of freedom. And I can't guarantee results with this, but I can sure as hell put you in the best position that I know of and give you the best education that I know of about how we've done it. And I think the value of that is so much more than actually what we're asking you for here today. So again, go to the link that you can see. We're going to put that in the chat box for you again, so you'll see that pop up here. Now's the time to jump in, guys. And when you take action, you're going to be part of our inner circle. You're going to be part of VIP members who get red carpet treatment, and you're going to have that sense of belonging, because you're going to be part of a community where we're going to be helping you every step of the way. You're going to be joining the family of my business, and we take that seriously. And the 4 biggest benefits I think that I want to leave you with, one is cash flow. And this is so important. I mean, so many businesses fail because they don't have cash flow, or they don't have cash flow fast enough. What we're talking about here is aligning that long-term, like, wealth building objective with short-term cash flow, and bringing them together and getting both, so you can have your cake and eat it too. The second is the speed. I mean, I've never seen anything online that delivers the kind of speed that we're talking about here. The ability to, once you understand the system, be able to start a new campaign and make money the very same day. It just doesn't exist. I mean, I've got an e-commerce business, and we sell our physical products in over 20,000 stores around the United States. We're in all the CVS's, the Rite Aids, the Walmarts, these big stores. And that's a business that does incredible money. We've got some great brands there, and we sell them online in lots of different places, on Amazon, on our own stores. But the complexity of that business compared to what we're doing here, it's in a completely different league. Like, this is just so simple. And I think it's the simplicity that really lends itself nicely to the speed, and the fact that we don't need many visitors to see our websites in order to make money. The automation is, I mean, this is a fundamental requirement of a real lifestyle business. So a lot of people tout their businesses as being like a lifestyle business, but what happens is they end up being entrepreneurs chained to a desk, which is the same as having a day job, essentially. And there's nothing wrong with that if you want to do that. But if you want genuine, a business that can give you passive income, like set and forget for real, I'm yet to come across anything that comes close to what we're doing with 123 Profit. The automation is amazing, but you need to set up your business the right way to enable that. And the next one there is simplicity. I mean, this is the simplest business model that I know, hands down. I mean, it's simple from start to finish. You find simple offers, you set up a simple page, you send simple traffic, and you can get results. So these are the benefits, and now is the time for you to make your decision. And if you want to jump in. We're going to be shutting this down in the next couple of minutes here. I might have time to do a couple more, to answer a couple more questions. You can see on the URL, on the screen, a link to a URL where you can get a free gift. That's something that you can go and check out today if you want to. And that's just our way of thanking you for sticking around and for tuning in here. You've taken some time out of your day to do that, so thank you. That's the URL you can go to get the free gift which we've prepared for you. And this is the support email address as well, support@123profit.com. And what I want you to know is we will be here supporting you every step of the way. We do prioritize our member support. So if you send an email into that support email address and you're not a member, then we may be slower getting back to you, just because we are helping support our members, people who are already on the inside. And again, we do that obviously for the benefit of our members. If you do have a question though that I haven't been able to get to today, then you could email us, and we will we'll help you out as much as we can there. And again, though, don't delay, don't wait any longer. You're getting access to everything that you could need to succeed with this, everything that we could think of. Anyway, I will see if there are a handful more questions that I can take there just before we wrap up, and we are wrapping up literally in the next couple of minutes. Okay, guys. So don't wait any longer. If you're going to get in, then jump in right now, and that's great. I'll be joining in the next few hours. Do I still get the bonuses? Let's do this. If you let me know in the question box that you are going to get in, and you can do that. If you're going to get it, you're not in yet, but you are going to get in, give me a 1 in the question box. And if you do that and then I see that your transaction comes through before we shut down. And let's just say before we actually shut down 123 Profit, I'll make sure that you get the bonuses that I mentioned, including the vacation bonus, okay? But I need you to give me a 1 in the question box to do that. And just keep in mind that 123 Profit is, this is not false scarcity, this is real deal, is shutting down to the public, and you won't be able to get in at all. And if you send in a ticket saying, oh, you know, can I get in? The answer will be no, because we've started the classes and enrollment has closed. But if you do get in, so congratulations to Donald, Travis. Don't wait any longer, guys. Just go ahead and jump in. But as long as you do that and you let me know right now, then I will. I'll make sure that we honour those bonuses. Puking says the automation is exactly what I've been searching for. That's awesome. Melissa says, I need to speak to my husband. I'll be straight in after I speak to him. Totally understand that. Don't wait any longer. I mean, just do that as fast as you can. I would hate for, you know, the whole thing to shut down while you go away and talk to someone else about this. I need to get a credit card issue fixed, and I will be in tomorrow. You know, I mean, I don't know what time it is where you are in the world right now. Maybe tomorrow is in like 1 hour time. But if you wait like 24 hours, this could be gone at this point. Again, it's not false scarcity. It's just a fact. What are the next steps once I'm in? The next steps are to follow the instructions in the members area. You'll see them in there. There's early bird training that you can get started with immediately. I have the secure payment going through. Congratulations, that's awesome. Do we need the email system to follow up on the leads we collect? We'll show you how to do all of that. It's all automated, and then we'll show you that in the members area. Let's see. Awesome. Well, I think that wraps it up. If I've missed your question, then you can reach out to us by going to the support URL there. And thank you once again for being with us here today. It's a pleasure to be able to present this information to you. And I look forward to getting to know you, hopefully on the inside, and regardless of what you decide to do this year, whether you're into this or not, I just wish you all the best for the year ahead. So thank you once again, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Bye for now.